everypony, this is Circuit Man, and this is the Brony Show, episode 110 for Labor Day. That's right, even though it is a day to play and have fun, we're going to be bringing you some Brony fun, because this is how we have our fun. And I have with me, as always, on my left, I have D-Pad.
Nothing says good evening like Sweetie Belle with a giant dick.
Somehow, I'm not surprised if that would be the case.
It's a pretty magical sight.
I'll take your word for it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
And you don't want to see?
I'm pretty sure I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I've already had enough interesting sights.
Considering what was drawn of you?
Yes, fair enough. And we also have commenting on the other side, Blanked Mind.
Howdy, folks. Happy Labor Day. Work. We may work, fucking play and have fun. You and I both work. There's no play and fun.
Well, I only worked for a few hours to cover the holiday break and also a little bit overtime, and then they let me go home. Which I ended up trying to nap and then organize computer files because I'm literally about to fill up 3 different hard drives. I really got to get organized on this sucker. But yes, we're here to bring all the fun and shenanigans of the Brony Show, and we even got
shenanigans.
Yeah, but we even got a special Brony Show today. But we're gonna leave that to D-Pad here in half an hour, because all we've been telling you is it's a secret. In fact, it's so secret we didn't tell Equestria Daily it was happening. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Ha!
Anyway, we also got joining us a nice big panel.
That is in no way my theme. That is definitely something that Blanked would use.
Hmm?
Huh?
Theme songs.
Shit.
But yes, first off, let's go ahead and show our panelists off. We have joining us, might as well be our 4th co-host, but definitely a great supporter of the Brony Show all around, Deal Grist.
Hey.
Yep. Hey guys, nice to see you again. Took a little break last week, but I still watched, so it's great to be back. Really looking forward to the show we got going tonight. I attended the panel, well, most of the panel, for Philly Games at BronyCon, and I'm really excited for what he's got in store. There's, of course, one project that we all hope they have news for, but hey, we'll see what happens.
True enough. Speaking of Deal, did anybody else hear his microphone kind of going in and out?
I was asking. Is your
Deal, you might want to check your connection there. It looks like your microphone was doing something really wavy.
Circuit Man, your ears are big enough to do.
Dude, he's got some Yoda fucking ears going on.
We all do. We all do, but we'll get to that in just a quick moment. I want to get the...
That's your style. I asked about it earlier.
Yeah, that's his style, and it's an awesome style. But again, we'll get to that in just a moment. We got to get the rest of our introductions out. We also have Comet Star Shot, or Juinja, as some people know him, but we're going to try to get him converted to Comet.
Yeah, or Jubity, as D likes to put me, in his phone.
Yeah. Okay. We also have joining us one person that we haven't seen in a while, but definitely no stranger to the show, Lunar Guard.
Hello, everypony. What is up? I am back once more.
And we also have joining us Freakmaster, or resident hop around.
Hold on to your dicks and try not to die.
There we go. And we also have...
harder to do than the other.
Okay, and we also have joining us, I'm not sure how to refer to him, because I think he used to be called Shadow Strider, and now you're Rainbow Dash, but now you're not, and...
It's Shadowstorm, and...
Shadowstorm, okay, then we got Shadowstorm!
I'm in space!
Or maybe the mayor formerly known as Rainbow Dash, if we want to make ridiculous fun of it, but I think we'll just call it Shadowstorm. Or Shadow for short.
It's just Shadowstorm.
Alright, but yes, we got plenty to talk about, and let's go ahead and get right into it. First off, the art here. I believe Freak is actually responsible for this awesome art that we're using for a cover image today.
Yeah, I'm still trying to practice drawing. I've been doing heads for a while now, so I just decided to go ahead and do that. I'm currently practicing body right now.
Yep. Even though we have the giant Yoda ears, personally, I love this. It's freaking awesome. That's why I had to show it for our opening this time.
It's cute.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like Wetmane.
It kind of looks like we're about to go. We're like an anime here.
Is my mic still doing that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Horrifically. You make my internet sound good.
Yeah, your internet's a piece of shit.
Yes, it is! How I stream, I have no idea if it works.
Alright, but yes, we're good. Like, plenty to talk about, so let's go ahead and get started with What's Up, Brony? So, what's up, Bronies?
It's an unfortunate announcement. It's the end of my life. It's the end. I might have to kill myself later. And that is because I play League now.
Yes, he plays League.
I play
Unfortunately,
League now.
the game that has soaked up so many has nabbed another.
Yeah.
I said fuck the police. If he's going down, he's not going down alone.
Yeah.
I have more people to play with now.
I also have Animal Crossing. That's a thing.
So he has no life now.
Yeah, I lost a lot of my life in schools tomorrow, and like I have both. I'm bringing both my computer and my DS, and I don't have class until 12:30. So it's going to be really, really fucking bad. I'm not happy with my life at the moment.
How many league matches you think you're gonna end up pulling?
I have no idea. The school internet can be very finicky. I am on. Yeah, okay, because you go to Suffolk Community College.
Well, I'm in high school too.
We'll see. All I know is, I apologize. I truly apologize. I did not mean for my life to take this direction. It's not where I pictured myself at age 20.
But in all honesty,
You didn't picture yourself as a brony, aka changeling, aka league player, aka faggot.
Well, I can't even comment about most of that. Actually, with the pony thing, you know, I've said this a few times. If I like went back and told myself I was going to enjoy My Little Pony, I wouldn't deny it. What I would actually just be like, I would sign and be like, how long do I have?
I love the fabulous turns live. More or less my What's Up, Brony's more or less the same. He went in, I said, fuck it, I'll see what it's like. It's not a bad time waster.
Yeah, unfortunately, I got way too many games for me to waste time on, and not enough computer space, so I'm probably not going to touch that.
Dota 2. Dota sucks.
No,
Dota fucking sucks. How bad does the game need to be that every time you get a copy of it, they give you 5 free copies to send to your friends?
actually, I think I stopped that a little while ago. It was still in beta recently.
How bad does your game need to be?
I don't know. But in any case,
Also, drawing porn.
yeah, we got Blink doing that. Speaking of drawing, actually, I'm still participating in the training ground. In fact, I've got my latest one up. Big surprise on what I'm dreaming about, though.
Twilight.
Yeah.
Done.
Always Twilight.
Of course! I had no idea! What did you do?
Jeez, it's on that one coming!
Out of fucking nowhere! Go against me on.
This is brand new news. I don't know what you're talking
Dota
about.
sucks.
But still,
That's it.
I'm kind of proud of myself for keeping this up, and I've noticed that my style has been changing a little bit more at a time. Yeah. The only problem is that as soon as I finally get the drawing down to a better art, I'm gonna have to try to convert it to tablet. That's not gonna be so fun.
Actually, it's weird. Unless you have a Cintiq, it's really weird. It's weird that your hand's working down here, but you're watching stuff on screen. It's really weird.
Yeah, you'll get used to it quickly, though.
You can get used to it, but when you have a Cintiq, oh god.
But anybody who wants to keep following me as I finish up the last 12 days of the training grounds, and also what I'll be doing afterwards, which I'll probably be posting a little more consistently.
Yes, Abe.
Yep. But in any case, also with that, I did a little bit of I actually got a little bit of awesome, what?
Fuck you, Abe!
I'm pretty
What
sure I
did
just
you
missed
do?
something.
How did you read those words?
Okay, deal so far you're doing better.
Babe.
Oh, you fake blinked. But yeah, also another pretty awesome thing, while I was going around Walmart just grabbing a couple of quick things for cosplaying materials, I actually managed to find a stationary set of My Little Pony that they still had, though the box was pretty beat up. Everything was still intact. It's hilarious because the post-it notes are actually a good size for post-it notes, but everything else is miniaturized. It's kind of hilarious and weird.
That's actually kind of a terrifying thing to find a set like that, because you don't know what's going on inside the box.
Yeah, the even weirder thing is, like, it's got a little notebook that has a little button in it, and, I mean, the thing is so small, I can't even imagine what you would write in this thing. There's enough for maybe a couple of sentences.
Maybe a checklist of who to die? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like a Death Note.
Because Death Note's kind of cool, little pocket.
Actually, I'm denied with the cosplaying. I don't exactly cosplay, at least not in a normal sense. I was inspired by a giant Twilight sword that I got at BronyCon, and I'm making a Twilight Sparkle Knight cosplay.
Yeah, this is going to be fun to see. Also, Josh, man, I saw a dude at work. Never feel bad about yourself. Just never feel bad about yourself. Oh my God, this man.
No, trust me, I don't. I see plenty of people in my own work that don't make me feel bad.
Okay, you know you have a problem when you get in a semi and I can see it tilt from across the fucking parking lot.
Oh, no!
Yeah, it tilted. There you go. Okay, you got a problem, son.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
well, let's go ahead and continue. What?
Sorry.
Alright. But let's see, do we got any other What's Up Bronies out there?
Yes.
I went. Oh, you can go first.
I almost was not here for the show today. On Friday, started up my computer, got the blue screen of death.
Oh.
I'm like, oh shit, what happened? So I'm like, okay, I'll just restart my computer and we'll see what goes from there. Do that, blue screen of death again. Tried this about 3 times, kept getting it. I'm like, shit, what did I download yesterday that gave me this? So I'm thinking, like, oh yeah, there was that program that guy gave me. So I open up in safe mode, go to remove programs, says, you can't remove this program. Like, oh, that's even worse. So I had to go to manually remove it, delete from my computer, for the program files, delete that, and reboot the computer, and everything's fine now. So, yeah.
That's
Okay,
a lucky break.
Sorry.
Kind of weird that a program would just kind of destroy your computer like that, but that's a lucky break.
Okay, no, you think that's bad? Poor Jewinge over here done lost every fucking thing on Friday.
Okay, I was gonna say something about that jackass.
Well, since he's already opened up the door, let's go ahead and let him have it.
Steal my thunder, you bastard. Good at that.
Wait, what thunder? This is thunder I'd rather not steal. I don't want to lose everything, motherfucker.
I want you to lose everything now.
I've got 2 computers, motherfucker. I can't lose everything.
Yeah, I want you.
Fuck you.
Blue screen on both, and you can't get into your shit. The only way to do it is
here's the fun fact. Jared, here's the fun fact. You'll never get your Trixie.
Oh god, that's damn true.
Ah!
Oh.
I win!
Oh, you're hurting the poor boy, man.
I can't. I at full throttle. I don't stop the rock.
Fair
He
enough.
does. That's what I love about him.
Alright, and is there any more What's Up Brony before we go ahead and move on to news?
Right here. 1, I've officially named this the 8th wonder of the world, and 2, I went hunting with my stepdad today.
I'm almost afraid to ask, but what are you naming the 8th wonder of the world?
This, the Brony Show.
It's my
Yes, that works. Okay.
Best improvised comedy I've ever seen, guys.
This is improvised?
I'm glad that we have a script.
You have a script?
Here, let me open the files.
Hello? Oh, sorry. Remember that. I just thought I lost everyone.
The improvision usually just involves me taking a shit on all of you.
That's not improvision. That's the aristocrats.
And I take off my shirt for you to do that.
Okay, let's go ahead and move on before we actually start getting into an aristocrat skit.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, next site news. We're going to begin the site news with Iron Pony.
This shit again.
Iron Pony.
Oh,
The Iron Pony. That's where you go, you sit down in the desk, and you stand as long as you can, try to become the victor. Now who do we have for winner of the Iron Pony? We don't! Nobody claimed the Iron Pony! No, we didn't get a single claim. I don't believe we got a claim for Iron Pony, at least not in my email from last week. So nobody won Iron Pony for episode 109 and the last of summer 2013. So the official summer record is 60 hours by Commander something. And now we are going on to fall of 2013.
Anybody else catch that wind tunnel that just came in?
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah.
I'm hearing that as well.
I'm not hearing anything.
I'm hearing it.
Oh crap, I hope it's not me.
Probably is.
It is.
Hold on, let me see if it's this stupid fan.
That sounds right.
Okay. Well, I turned off the fan here. Let's hope.
It's not you, boss.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
I'm hearing it.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Oh.
Okay, it's gone.
Then stop.
It's gone now.
Okay, we'll just call that weirdness, and luckily it didn't affect the broadcast
No,
itself.
Ah!
Oh, we can't get rid of it.
Okay, now I'm starting to feel annoyed. Anyway, let's go ahead and Iron Pony. Nobody has claimed it for summer, so for the last one for summer, so we're going to move on to fall. That's right. Beginning of September, first show of September, we have fall 2013 up, and it will be going for 3 months, September to November. So up until season 4 premieres. Are you excited for that?
And the Doctor Who 50th anniversary, of course.
Yeah, same day.
So you mean nothing?
Actually, I am interested in the 50th anniversary because I heard they're going to have all the Doctors, all 10 of them.
No, they're not.
11. What?
1, 2, and 3 I don't think are around anymore. 4 is...
Well, no, I heard they were
5
going to
is,
CG them
6 is
in.
7.
They actually were going to CG them in.
CG?
And they actually that were doing... It looked incredible, the way they were doing it. But, I don't know. I guess we'll see it when it happens. I am somewhat interested, but I'm more interested in Season 4. But... until Season 4 comes up, we still have Iron Pony, and we have rules for Iron Pony. I'd like to remind you...
David Tennant care not for the rest, so you only care about the most talentless doctor ever to disgrace the show?
Actually, I like the 4th Doctor a lot more than the rest of them.
It's either
mean
Tom
the
Baker
Spaghetti?
or someone else. Like, I think it's either Tom Baker or David Tennant everybody likes. But I don't know why.
No one should like David Tennant. The people that like David Tennant have never even tried to watch the previous series.
I like the previous series more than the new series, so there you go.
Anyway,
God awful.
yeah, Tom
Moving on.
Baker.
He's the single worst human being alive.
Okay, we'll get off on that another time. This isn't the Doctor Who podcast. This is Brony's.
I can
You
go on
know,
with
And getting back- getting-
before we continue, like, here's a proposed site news. Let's give since Steve can't really do much thanks to his computer being a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Why not give him back a rant hour? Like every week, he just goes off on a random tangent. Like this is fun.
Oh, yeah. Because I usually use the show to vent on all of you, we might just be starting a weekly thing that's just that rant hour I did from the 100th episode, except every week.
Yeah, I wouldn't be objected to that. Of course, we'll have to put up disclaimers that this is the viewpoint of D-pad and that, yes,
Or
you're not
just
going to
the
like
rage of
it
D-pad.
sometimes.
No, this is the right viewpoint. That's what I'm going to put.
So what are we going to time this? Wednesday, Thursday?
Your opinion, it's your opinion, but it's the wrong opinion, you see.
So, it's D-pad's right button.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to press the wrong one.
Well, excuse me for thinking to the left. In any case.
I am left.
So, rant hour. Actually, that does sound interesting. I'll definitely be I'd definitely like to talk to you about it. See about doing a rant hour.
I think it'd be fun.
It gives us something to do.
Fair enough. And I'm sure everybody would enjoy a lot just listening to him vent about everything, grinding his
People
gears.
get a kick out of listening to do this shit on my inkwell during games. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I think we'll have to put up a disclaimer though that the opinions of D-pad can be really coarse and harsh. So if you're a softie, don't listen.
God help you if you disagree with me openly.
See.
Not for the faint of heart.
Any
If you
case,
do, you'll have a bad time.
right. But any case, Iron
Okay,
Pony is
okay.
up. If you want to participate, the rules were just laid out in chat room. I will lay them out in chat room again. We're starting off this week, and we're going to be doing it for 3 months. So this is your chance to get in the record for fall 2013. And let's go ahead and move right along to the next little bit here, which is new chat. I see. New chat and panelist rules. Yes, unfortunately, due to last week's episode, we are going to actually drop some panelist rules, and along with that, we realized that our chat rules were ridiculously old, considering that they still contained Rule 8, and King Yori hasn't been around in, well, almost a year.
That is because his mom is dead.
Poor guy. Okay.
Yeah, is why that happened.
Oh, well, I guess
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad for him.
I mean,
well,
this,
of course I would feel bad.
This was a few months ago, I think.
This is a little while ago.
Yeah,
No.
I think we're good now, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be why.
But yes, we're going to be redrawing the chat rules. Of course, the chat rules that are there still remain. Only moderators can use italicized and underline and bold, just so they can stand out among the normal chatters. And also, don't post links unless you have permission or it is relevant to what is being talked about when the show is going on. All other times, you are more than free to post links as long as it's not spamming porn or just spamming in general.
By the way, no matter what I say, I like this generation of viewers much more than the typical one that we used to have. And that is because it was an RP forever. For some reason, this chat room was only RPs both during and off the show. And I don't know why that is.
Yeah, we actually had to have a rule that while the show was going on, RPs had to be put on hold because it would spam
that's not
the chat.
thing.
Yeah.
That's weird, though. I don't know how in the world that happened.
I don't know, but I think we can all agree that the single greatest moment in history of RPing in this show was Apple Art.
Apple Art! The legend will never die!
That man has a wiki page, by the way.
He does! This is broken English as he was himself.
It's pretty amazing. If you ever want to hear the most broken English story about OC ponies you've ever heard, and trust me, you do, look up Apple Art on Wikipedia.
And be warned, it is not for the faint of heart or the faint
No,
of
it
butt.
definitely is.
I'm seriously opening Google right now.
Warning if you're a grammar Nazi.
Yep. Any case, let's go ahead and
Okay, then I'm now getting scared.
Alright, and also one little quick bit of site news here. We may have a website moderator, actually a website editor, or, heaven help me. What the stupid name is we may have somebody to help me get the website fixed up and finally functioning fully again. Of course, I'm not going to make anything official until we start getting things posted up and going, but there is hope. That's pretty much my point there. A webmaster, thank you. Web developer, webmaster. Anyway,
Shoot, I'm happy.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get moving right along here. We got a little bit of news here, and we want to try to cover some of it before we get into the interview. First off, merchandise! Because there's going to be merchandise every single week, whether we want it or not, and in a lot of cases we do want it. Starting off with more bags, because you can't have enough pony bags. Let's see, and it looks like they're pricey handbags. They're actually handbags, and they're pricey. See, it looks like they're being sold at a store called Puff Monkey Pop Culture Shop in California for $56. So we've actually gotten to the point they're going to start gouging us.
Great.
Fuck that.
Yeah, of course that means we're also going to have people that are smart and know how to sell. Next, just because Hot Topic always has to have something weird for us to think about, foam wings. Of course, they don't necessarily have to be pony related. They could easily be angel, but considering the fact that it's Hot Topic, they're probably pony.
I know we love Fimes getting that stuff away too.
True. We also got wristbands, also Hot Topic, because you can't enjoy... Well, you can enjoy wristbands. And also a memory game, because we can't wait for Monopoly, so let's go ahead and have memory ponies. Did anybody ever actually play these memory games?
Blank never let me play a memory game.
Yeah, a little.
Blank never lets me play memory games.
That's your problem. Take fucking 5 years to pick a card, motherfucker.
Well, actually, it could be his problem. That's all dependent on your point of view. But
I miss playing Saints Row with him because we had a great synergy going, and every time I came in with a smart card, he would give me a funny look.
I would. I'd be like, really?
It's fucking economic.
Fine.
Alright, and we also...
I wish I could have thrown something on the ground during that, but it's a game. I get so many actions. I only get so many
threw it on the ground.
And now I threw you out of the call.
Oh!
Oh!
Come on, man! I gotta give him that. I love freaking Lonely Island. But That was only Island Boys.
You love that stupid fucking...
Yes. Because they're stupid and silly.
Oh, God.
Yeah, they're hilarious. Their
Wow, is that all it
stupidity-
took?
Their stupidity
Okay.
Okay, I scared D-Pad out of the call, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about merchandise. Next, Russia has plushy ponies. And again, they get it right faster than we did.
It's the Russians.
It's Soviet
What do you
Russia.
expect?
America,
It's
you
the
don't get it right.
Russians.
We get it right.
The Russians.
But yeah, I still can't believe that. How in the world does every other country in the world get it right the first time? Are we? I mean,
Well,
are we?
AJ's still missing her hat.
Are American consumers really that dumb?
You mean designers?
Good point. Well, a little bit of both.
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, they got to be selling if they're
Leave it to the
actually
Russians
making
to
them
do the
that
job
dumb.
right. I mean, I seriously mean it. Leave it to the Russians to do it right.
No, they get it wrong on purpose. You know why? Because America.
America, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next show, which is the fan favorite poll, and I'm kind of glad that D isn't here because I'm sure this would lead into a 5-minute tirade.
Most likely.
Let me guess.
Now, Fluttershy has won.
God, my heart was muted.
I felt it coming in the forest.
Yep.
I know. I'm very aware of this
Yeah.
problem.
Now, the funny thing is that
I am
after they
working on a solution.
actually, I heard
What
about
is
what
this?
happened at Brony State. I heard about what Brony State was showing the fan favorite winner as well as the Equestria Girls movie, which is a whole nother topic. But there was a lot of butthurt in the chat room.
Uh-oh.
Aww.
Now, just because Fluttershy won does not mean that your pony isn't awesome. It just means that a lot of people there was a couple of hackers that spammed Fluttershy. There's no other reasonable explanation. Twilight should have won.
Ish.
I
But
was circuit on that one.
Honestly, yeah, she should have. But
I would take Twilight over Flutters. AJ's still best, but I'll take Twilight over Flutters any day.
I would take
Agreed.
Crackle over Fluttershy. I would take Tom over Fluttershy.
Those
I would
are-
take everything that wants to kill me over Fluttershy. Everything that
What
could
did you-
possibly go wrong in the equestrian world, I would take over Fluttershy.
Secret Commission, have D-Pad smooching with Fluttershy.
Oh!
I'm actually.
Oh, no, wait. Actually, no, that would be bad because it would make Heart Mark.
Okay, well, we only got about 2 minutes till the interview, so I'm gonna avoid the next topic until.
We're fucking around too much. Bye, people. See you in a minute.
Well, not just yet. I want to make a quick comment about the Equestria Girls movie that was premiered
Wait.
before we get into the interview.
I'm sorry. Before that, would you take Crimson Sea over Fluttershy? That is a good question.
Whoa! Oh, he's got Sophie's choice right there.
Making him actually decide.
I really hope that Fluttershy isn't hated that much.
Go on, sir.
You know,
Go.
I actually.
This is-
Okay, but yes, the Equestria Girls movie has finally premiered on the Hub, and about 10 minutes of content was cut.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, they had to
saw
make
it.
room for commercials, so Trixie was cut. A lot of in jokes were cut.
Oh.
I'm
One of the
upset
songs
she
was cut.
The Cutie Mark Crusaders dancing around was cut.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I was watching it today.
Yeah, and in all honesty, if you are interested in getting this DVD, is definitely better. If you saw the Hub premiere and never saw the movie before, you're not paying attention to our channel for one thing, and you should probably pick up the DVD or the Blu-ray if you really enjoy the movie and you want to see the rest of the cut content. Because honestly, Trixie is almost worth it, and the Cutie Mark Crusaders just adds frosting to that cake.
Exactly.
I think Trixie was what that made that movie really good. That
Well, Trixie definitely helped sell it to being really awesome instead of just
oh, and also the Sweetie Bot in there.
Well, that was a Trixie scene.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, and let's see. Did anybody else also hear anything else that was going on with the Hub premiere of Fluttershy or the movie? Or is that pretty much it?
I mean, I was watching the movie yesterday and today, so not sure.
Mic check real quick.
They pretty much just cut a bunch of stuff, which was odd though. My problem with them cutting things is that the movie is an hour and 12 minutes. They had an hour and a half slot.
Yeah,
Weird.
but apparently
Seemed like
they had
plenty
three.
of time to fill it with the commercials that were needed.
Actually, under normal circumstances, I agree with you, but apparently they have 3 commercial slots for every half hour, so
Every show is usually 2-part show, 1-part advertisement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it looks like they went a little crazy with the advertisement. So yeah, they probably could have done it where they didn't cut as much. But now, let's face it, they are a budding network, and it's Hasbro we're talking about.
Yep.
Well, I gotta go to bed, you guys. First day of high school tomorrow. Bless your faces.
Not a problem. Besides, we got to get on with the interview. So we're gonna go ahead and everybody mute yourselves except for D-Pad, obviously, and let us bring forth the interviews.
We'll be back.
Stop letting me do stupid shit like that.
Of course, D. Whenever you're ready.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is it time for that?
Yes!
I got called away for a sec. Okay, well then I'm just going to take this jug of lemonade that I was going to pour into a glass and keep it as a jug of lemonade while we do this.
Awesome.
Okay, let's do this.
Love you, D.
I know you son of a bitch. Entertain him for a minute, I'll be back.
Okay.
Oh, son of a mother.
He's probably got to get the other guy. Writer's block! How's it going, man?
Hi, Circuit. Are we live right now?
Yep, we are live right
Okay.
now. D-Pad is...
No, I'm going to add someone to the call, is that right?
Oh, yeah, go right ahead.
That's
Mentioned
fine.
that to, I think, D-Pad earlier.
Yeah, D-Pad's just getting his whistle wet so he can get the interview ready. And
I think
We're
he's
good.
getting... I didn't quite... I heard he's getting something wet, and I what?
It's me, don't worry.
He's just getting a drink ready for the interview.
Okay, muting.
Excellent. By the way, Circuit, I see here on your Brony show you have, Writer's Block Secret. There's no apostrophe in my name. I'm not going to call you out on that, but... wait, no, I am, actually, never mind.
Oh, well, that was my bad there.
Yes, it was.
Well,
Whoopsie.
sorry. You get all those grammar Nazis. You tend to overdo it nowadays.
It's true, I'm sorry. Technically, you got it correct, but I don't use in a name because I personally don't own a block.
Yeah, technically, yeah, it's not writer's block. Your name is writer's block, so there's a difference between a pronoun as opposed to a object.
For those of you that aren't
educate
following the
my
conversation, he's screwed up.
And I'm more surprised I actually got to use pronoun in a proper context.
Anyway, now then, let's introduce our new guest,
Let it
whose
go,
name
Bob.
is unpronounceable by humans.
This is actually, guys, this is my younger brother here. He has another project here. This is Furox.
Furox.
Younger
Wonderful to meet you.
No, we're not related. Furox, can you tell me what you do, mate?
I'm one of the vector artists for Philly Games. I worked on the
The only
comic. Yeah, maybe for the item. I do a lot of the items, and I do the characters.
All of the items.
mostly. All of the items?
Pretty much.
You just do all the items.
I do all the items, and then a lot of the characters. Especially for the comic. I did all the characters in the comic.
Which character? What characters are you specifically in charge of?
Yes. All of them.
Just all of them? Oh wow, okay.
Yes,
All right,
there's quite
well,
a bit.
Furox
Let's
takes care of all
so-
my vector. I'm sorry, do you go ahead?
Oh, sorry. All right, Circuit. Why don't you go ahead and play that first video so we have something to discuss?
Of course, going right for the first.
Wait, that's the wrong one. Wait, is that the wrong one?
Wrong. No, God damn it! I told you to play the.
No, you told me
That's
the
the
other
wrong
one. You,
Wait,
jeez.
you told me to play that one. You said comic first. Is that not?
You said the first one, not the first one. Okay.
Oh, it's the first
All right,
one.
son of a bitch. Other one.
Okay. I got the other one ready.
The
Second.
second first one.
That sounds right.
I guess this is the place.
Hello there, Sathista. Welcome to the Philly Games office. Would you care for a tour?
Sure.
You're the best British walk.
This is the cafeteria, where the team members enjoy their lunch breaks. This is the audio studio, where we record and master all of the sound and music.
Interesting.
This is the programmer's office, where the programming team is hard at work creating new content. Here is the project lead and head writer's office. Alex has worked on the next production. Let's have a look.
Sounds great.
Oh no, Pony, you saved the Quadria. You are my hero. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Let's move on to the art department.
Yeah. Are you hiring?
It's fair to say that that was like the greatest day of my life.
You were there and we showed that off, but we didn't actually have the ability to put all the voice and sound effects on it then. We didn't have time.
Yeah, I remember most of it, but were you in the BronyCon one?
Yeah, the same stupid voice.
Really? Wow. Okay.
You were
I
sitting
don't know
literally
what I
like
was doing.
2 feet from me.
Yeah, I was. I don't know what I was doing that I didn't catch that at the time.
You were passing out coupons.
That's right, I was.
You were doing that.
Right.
I
So.
was only like half sober anyway, so whatever.
Oh, well, there.
No, not really, but I wish I was.
Right. So, tell me a little about what it is we just saw. I think the question that I really do have to ask first, for the sake of everyone else, what the hell is Seth doing with that voice?
Sophisto is very good. Is very kind to us, and when we first started this project, he agreed that we could use his character, his OC, in our productions, and he agreed as long as we didn't have him involved in anything that's necessarily cloppy or anything of that nature, it was okay for us to go ahead and have some fun with his character. Well, I don't think he knew how much fun I intended to have with it. So, as you played anyone who had played our Welcome to Ponyville demo or sees this, Sophisto sounds like Batman. That's the idea. For the first time, a couple times you see him, he's going to sound like Batman. And we're going to give him, as he appears in our various productions through time, we're going to continue giving him the most over-the-top, ridiculous voices we can. Because he allows us to do that.
You've pretty much been abusing his OC since he said you guys could use it.
Right, yeah, pretty much, and he's been okay with it every time. He's seen this comic, and he said he actually thought it was pretty silly, and he liked it. And I thought for sure he was just, I'd be like, what? But no, it fits his character, so, loves Trixie and things
character. How many times have you met Sophisto?
In person? Once.
It fits his character. Is that what you said?
He's kind of in the background, the shadows, making things happen. Everybody, nobody ever actually sees him do it. You just know he did it.
The dude acts like Michael Cera.
It's really just a big joke. It's not meant to be serious in any way. It's his whole character, his whole persona, and anything we do with him is just to be humorous. We don't mean him to be. He's not meant to be taken seriously.
You really
he's a great
should.
guy. Don't get me wrong.
No, he really should. You should do something actiony with like Batman Sophisto. I think it would be the single greatest move that you could do in any project.
He just runs around and randomly does savings of Trixie, and he doesn't even realize she's in danger in the first place.
Yeah, I think it would be great if like Trixie was just talking to some random pony, and then he just runs up and slugs him and said, "You're safe now," like in the Batman voice.
She's going to step on a puddle, and just dives out of nowhere and throws down a smoke grenade and just wipes it up and runs off.
And just zips off, yeah.
Instead of being able to escape, he just runs into a wall because he's not very good at his job. In this case.
Yeah, in this case. He's great. He's great at what he does on EQD. He's just not much of a superhero.
To our knowledge. Actually, if we don't know he's doing it, then he's very good.
Yeah, to our knowledge is a fair way to put that. So, now let's get back. Now, what exactly was the comic that we just saw?
Comic was a test bed, and a good one, I have to say. I'm really pleased how it turned out. We wrote this some time ago, and we wanted to have this thing out like 6 months ago. But we ran into so many complications and things that just really slowed us down. We weren't able to come out with as much as we wanted to come out with. Brony Show gave us the opportunity to come back and really bring back a lot of our content and show off what we can do, what we've been doing in secret. This is the first piece of that. This comic is, again, mostly a test bed, but what it is, it's a precursor to a entirely much larger project. We have mentioned before in the past, this is the first time I'm ever talking about this ever publicly. We've mentioned before in the past we've been working on FG Origins, which was the backstory to what was originally going to be Welcome to Ponyville. The backstory to that. Origins we were going to do as a radio play. We kind of went to BronyCon looking around and talking to some people. We kind of sat down after that, and we sat down with some of our creative guys. Well, the comic worked out really well. We've been able to make things work good for that. And we have a guy, Zach Pony, who works with us, who did the video for us, along with a man named Def Dunk. They both did a fantastic job with it. We started looking at what we could do, and Furox here, I put him in charge of that comic, actually. The way this thing actually came to be, we had 10 days before the con, right? And I'm looking over our panel presentation, rehearsing it and all this, and I'm going, hey, Furox, remember that comic you were doing? How fast could you have it done? And he goes, I don't know. I'm like, okay, you've got till Friday. Make it happen.
Till Friday. So you just sicked him on this comic that he probably had to bum rush his ass to complete.
I had to take him, and I took the mic, and I put him with 4 of our other artists. I said, look, you guys aren't doing anything right now. Drop whatever else it is I've asked you to do. Take this one project. Furox, you're in charge. You've got the scripts. Direct it. Make it happen. I don't have time to get involved. I'm too busy with BronyCon stuff. Get it done, and the mic finishes a day early. So we all were like, look, this will be great for BronyCon. We get out of BronyCon. We get a lot of ideas. We decide we're going to make it voiced and work with it. We do that. We put it together. We look over and we're going, we got this Origins thing we were working on. We're going to do as a radio play, but this comic thing's not a bad idea. So Origins, instead of being a radio play with just audio, we're actually going to do it in a very similar fashion to our first comic hit, this of visiting our office. But it'll be fully voiced, sound effects, and semi-animated through comic form.
Now,
so it'll be an entire
Furox,
backstory.
how difficult does writer's block make your life?
Oh, don't get me
This is
started.
the worst person on the team you can ask that question to. It's
Yeah.
Furox and our audio engineer Extra are the 2 people you should not ask that question to.
Then I'm just gonna keep it to this comic. What did you have to do to make sure that this comic was ready by how many days? You said by Friday. What day did he tell you that it was due for Friday?
Oh, it was all such a blur. I don't even remember. Basically, I started on it. Oh, it was Thursday.
No, it wasn't that fast. It was like,
No, it wasn't
like
Thursday.
6 days before.
Yeah, something like that. But so I immediately started on the day he told me, and then the following days, I just that's all I really did that day was continue working with 2 of our other artists, Mytho and Draco, to get all this together. And by the deadline, I brought it all in, and then had it finished a day early and gave it to writers. He was like, "Oh, you did it a day early."
That was my exact words, just like that.
Did he take you to dinner?
No, he didn't give me anything.
I promoted you.
Okay.
Before that, Furox was just one of our artists. He's made every single item if you remember Fool's Errand, he made every single item you saw in Fool's Errand. Except for I want to say the can of lemonade. I think Mytho did that one actually, didn't he, Furio?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, Mytho did that one. You did everything else. And a lot of the objects you see in our journal were originally designed by Furox as prototypes. When you in Fool's Errand, you can play with the journal there. And he also makes, he does all of our vectors too for our characters. At the time, that's all he was doing. But once he completed this, he really, obviously a lot of our team really came through to prep us for BronyCon. It was a nightmare getting ready for it really was, and we had to make sure our panel went great.
Of course.
And it did, thankfully it did. And it was some funny stories about that for you, mate, if you want to hear them. But
I think we do, absolutely. But go on.
But so talking to get this ready for Furox, and he gets it done. And I get back, I'm like, all right, well, guys, a lot of guys really just prove that they want to be on this team and prove that they're capable of doing so much. Furox being one of those mites. And the first thing I did when I came back was, all right, guys, look, Furox is now assistant director of the Origins project, and basically the only person who holds more authority than him in the Origins project, which we are working on right now, is myself. So anything that goes through anything that goes through Origins has to get his approval and mine. And so far we've been making some great progress on that. Episode 1 will be a 2-parter. And we're going to have it out hopefully soon. Still working on it, but it's going to be so amazing, mate. It's going to be great. It's going to feature voicing talents from people like Miss Bunny Swan and Rena Chan and Draco Blair and Zach Honey and the Jam Jar. It's going to be really good, mate.
Oh, I've been hearing two names going around a lot as you're talking. Who exactly are Mythos and Draco?
Mytho Gamer, he is one of our artists. He's one of our first ever artists, actually. He was at BronyCon with us. He's a terrific mate. He does a good number of our backgrounds and things like that. Fantastic mate to work with. He's helped us a lot with some of our former Nightmare stuff we used to work on. Some of our newer productions, which again, I'm sure you're all tired of hearing me say this by now. I can't talk about, but some of our newer productions. he's working on a lot of stuff for that right now, and he's also on the Origins team. He's working on us to get the backgrounds for Origins ready. Draco is a Polish artist for us, and I have to say that I'm convinced that people from Poland are superheroes. Draco can pump out 3 beyond show quality backgrounds in a day. Something special we've got for you later on this evening, which I know you've seen. Our animation, completely done by Draco in like a week and a half. When you saw Fool's Errand, all the character blinkings and their animations, all done by Draco.
He's a machine.
The man's a machine. I'm pretty convinced he's not really a person. He's a robot somewhere. He pumps out.
Do you think a Polish man could beat a Russian man?
At this point, I don't even know what to say, because Draco has been so incredibly good at what he does. And it's not just that he makes things at a quality; he does it in a quarter of the time. By the time I say, "Hey, I need 3 backgrounds. I need this, and this," he goes, "Okay." And by the time I finish saying the last background, he's got them done. I haven't finished describing it yet, but he's done.
That's incredible.
That's about what he's capable of. He's really helpful.
Now, have you guys released Fool's Errand like outside of BronyCon yet? Not the game, obviously, but the video.
No, because Fool's Errand wasn't really designed to be a game. It was designed specifically for BronyCon to be a presentation as part of BronyCon to entertain people that were, our fans that were there. We are working on something. It had a few bugs. There was a few voice lines that. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Just give me 1 second.
I'll be right back. I just got called somewhere. Circuit, take over for just a minute, will you?
No problem. So there were some bugs with the game, with the presentation?
Fool's Errand had a few. It wasn't anything major. There was, I think, one option where there's one of the arcs. The audience didn't choose this arc, but I think if you chose to have Scootaloo carry this one thing, the game would stop because the scripting part didn't. In the scripts, there was no command to make that next sequence happen just for that one selection. We don't know why. Well, we don't know why it was ever put in. It's a 2-second fix, but it's done. And we had this nightmarish thing where we get all the voice lines in, right? And I think it was like maybe all in total, maybe over 1,500 lines of dialogue in Fool's Errand, and that's it. And it only takes 30 minutes to play through it. But it's got 3 different arcs, one of which has 2 different ways to experience it. So the pathing and the arcing makes everything so long and so painful to voice. But we're going through that, and some of the lines were missed, and that's going to happen sometimes. Some voice actors miss some lines, and some of them we needed done in a different manner. Or maybe the mic had some chipped clips, something like that going on. So we're doing that, and 3 of those voice actresses get sick at the last minute, so they cannot rush the lines to redo them. This is a week before BronyCon. So we're going, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? This is bad. What are we going to do? They can't voice. Their voices are messed up. What are we going to do? Voice actress Non Avalis came through for us and stood in for those few voice lines, just so we could have everybody voice for BronyCon. We're redoing those lines. So we have them proper. Then what we're going to do is we're actually going to take Fool's Errand, and because we can't publicly release it, it's because we can't. If we released it, it's technically a visual novel. It's not really a game, but you could say it's a game, which we don't make games anymore, and also it's for a plethora of reasons. But we're going to take it, and we're going to put it on YouTube as a series where you can actually allow you to go make your decisions via YouTube links and whatnot through that. That way people can still experience Fool's Errand in some form and still get a chance to see the story and the adventure that goes on within. Along with Fool's Errand, when we do get that up, people that were not at BronyCon will get a chance to see that Fool's Errand contains quite a few pieces of information about the things we're doing in the future. A lot of hints and tidbits and Easter eggs in there.
True.
We want to get that out, definitely. Fool's Errand was a huge project for us. Still, not everything we're capable of, though. We wanted it to be more powerful, but time was a little bit of a restraint.
Alright, sorry, I'm back. There was just a bunch of blood-curdling screams from the basement, and that was because of a fucking cave cricket.
This cave crickets like code torture devices.
Yeah, no, it's just they're godlessly afraid of them. It doesn't matter. Okay, so moving on now. I believe that we have a second video to show, assuming that we are showing that one.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Okay, then I'm just making sure.
I gotta do it for a reason.
I don't want to show anything I'm not supposed to.
we're not uploading it to you. Well, it's on YouTube, but it's not public yet. We still gotta get a few little things worked out, but it is ready to show off here. And this is something extremely special. The animation was done by Draco. We had a lot of stuff put together for it. A Zach Pony. It's usually what I sent you is actually originally done as a high quality Flash video, but the Draco's not online right now for me to get the link to the Flash version of it. So we're just going to use the video version that Zach Pony made for us. So we're going to show that off. This is something extremely special to us. It's the first ever animation we've ever done. The first of more to come. And this thing is I can't exactly say what it is that it's talking about in this animation, but it is a massive pretext to our main project, our new main project of what we're working on now and what we've been working on for a little while in secret. The first little piece people will get to see of that. So this is a major thing for us. And I think it's only been a minute and a half, not very long. Everybody should watch it. It's fun.
Then let's stop being teased with it, and Circuit, let's see what we've got.
Right away.
What in the wide world of Equestria? Where am I? How did I get here? This looks like Ponyville, but something doesn't seem right.
Hey! You shouldn't be here.
What?
It's dangerous out here. You need to get inside.
What are you talking about?
Oh no, he's coming. We've got to go. Come on!
Where are we going?
There isn't any time. Just run. Follow me. I know a way out.
Okay. Ponyville. What happened? What is this place? Hey, are you listening?
It's fucking exciting.
Ooh.
Now, I have absolutely got to hear some premise on this. What exactly did we just watch? I assume you can't tell us that much, but I definitely want to work out of you everything I can.
It's an animation, what you watched. It's a pretext to what we have coming in the future. A full production that's much more than just this. We have a different way of conveying some of the stories we've shared in the past, maybe with a few demo content we've released before. We've got some different ways of conveying that same story and ideas behind it, just in a different format now. And it's what you saw there is a little animation called Wish You Were Here, which is a major precursor to a very special product we're working on right now. Essentially what you saw there is part of what's going to be happening in our newer production. I'm sure as you were aware before in a demo of Walking Ponyville, when we were still working on that, we implemented a bit of a horror element in that. Well, the horror element was small, but it was there. So with the productions we're working on now, the horror element is no longer small. Now it is the element. We are focusing more on the horror aspect and make it a little bit scarier. We will never ever, just to go ahead and clarify this, as everyone always asks, are you going to do this and that? Filler Games will never involve the use of blood or gore or anything of that nature. We're not going to show ponies getting eviscerated or anything of that manner. We would never do that. There's some maybe red writing on walls and things like that, but we're never going to make anybody bleed or get viciously murdered or something like that. Not what we're about. But we are going to try to push that line as much as possible. I spoke with our audio engineer recently, and when we were working on this project, and he showed me some music and some sound effects and some ambient atmospheres that we're creating. And he said, I told him, this is gonna, people have heart problems. This is gonna be terrible. And he goes, no, you don't understand. We're gonna give them heart problems. And immediately I went, that's the right mindset. That's what we're doing now.
It had a very the alarm gave it a very Silent Hill kind of feel to it.
Yes, we have. There's a couple of references in the stuff that we do. We have a Silent Hill, obviously Silent. If you remember the BronyCon night when they got the dog ending, that was a direct thing from Silent Hill 2.
Yeah, it was their joke ending.
Yeah, there's an Akiba controlling everything. Well, essentially the dog ending was our joke ending as well. But you get there, and it's an Akiba. It's Winona controlling everything. Every pony's a robot being controlled by Winona. That's a Silent Hill reference. We have some of those because we think that Silent Hill is one of the older Silent Hill games, or some of the good classical kind of horror genre of entertainment. And we're trying to we want to make a few references to works like that. We have some things that are going to be referenced to Resident Evil, Fatal Frame, things like that. Things that are really kind of stood out in the world as really really I'm at a loss for words. Stood out really from the horror genres to really kind of bring that to light and really kind of put you in your place for scary things. I remember sitting there playing games like Silent Hill or even moments in Doom 3 where I'm just thinking, what is going to happen to me next? I mean, I guess a more modern example would be Dead Space, which does a really good job of the horror genre. But again, we can't use as much as they do because go full blown.
Well, yeah, because they are outright gore.
Yeah, we want to maintain a PG-13 rating. We don't want to lose that one. We do have so not all of our content necessarily will will abide by that rule. We do have some things that we're working on that do not abide by a PG-13 rule. A little older from people a little more mature than that. But any of our main big productions, like our animations or Origins or any of that kind of stuff, that's not going to be nothing rated R, nothing X-rated or R-rated by any means.
Of course. Now that leads me to ask, though, do you plan on... Now, I would assume this game has various jump scares, because if you don't have the gore aspect, I would assume that's really the best that you can do in the way of scaring people. Now...
You'd be surprised.
I would imagine so. Now, are we going to see any form of... I suppose the best way I can ask is monsters.
We have... I'm so happy to say we actually have that element completely squared away. I'm a huge thing about monster games. Like, I think Bethesda has a new one coming out where the monsters look really good, and it's really got my attention right now. And we want to do things like that within our work. We want monsters that just you look at them and you don't want to get near that. Again, without going too far, making it look like some demented, twisty, crazy, violent Silent Hill-esque monster.
I want to see the most failed attempt at that. Go play, I think it's Eerie. I don't know if you've played it. It's on the Desera.
I think I've heard of it.
The best way to refer to that game is Dick Fingers.
That sounds terrible. That's one of the things that we really try to strive for is good monsters. We have a theme for the monsters, and they're all going to abide by a general standard or general format, which we may or may not have seen before, or may not have been hinted at in that animation. Very possible, but essentially, what you saw in our animation there is a small hint of the kind of horror you're going to see in our future productions. Not as strongly as we're going to do it. It's going to get worse. It's going to get more nightmarish and horrifying, but definitely that's a good precursor to it.
I'm excited. I think everyone here is, except for the few wimps in our audience, which probably makes up for roughly 70% of them.
We don't want to go too. That's kind of the hard part. Is that when the Welcome to Ponyville demo came out, which I thought was, as far as the jump scares and things like that, when that thing was very mild. We didn't push the scary aspect like we could have. We wanted to, but it was just a demo. We're not going to push a demo too much. We got emails from people saying they couldn't sleep at night from that thing, or they things like that. I'm just thinking, how does that scare you, man? That's not that bad.
No, it's not.
It's not that bad. Well, if they thought that was bad, they don't want to see what we're working on now, because our intention now is to give you heart problems. I want to take somebody who's as big and intimidating as Dusty Cat and have him on the ground crying. That's what I want to do.
That's a goal.
We have the assets, we have the manpower, and we definitely have the talent on our team, and we're going to do it. And in the next coming months are going to be really interesting, and you definitely want to keep an eye on our website and our Twitter. We got a lot of new stuff we're working on. Admittedly, BronyCon set us back because we put so much stuff into Fool's Errand. That thing, Fool's Errand, consumed so much of our manpower and our lives to get that ready, so that pushed us way back in our time. But it did its job, and we're so happy. We're so happy with it. It's so amazing.
Yeah, the turnout really spoke for itself.
Oh, I can tell you a story about that, mate, if you want to hear it. We were sitting there, right? Okay, the night before our panel, that Saturday night at BronyCon, I'm sitting in the hotel room and I'm writing, I'm modifying and writing over our presentation speech and all that. And I'm like, oh man, I can't mess this up. If people don't come to our panel, I don't know. Like BronyCon, part of our deal with BronyCon is that we would fill up that panel room. I mean, originally we were supposed to get the grand room, which after seeing the turnout would have been really much better for us. But through whatever means and complications, we didn't get that. That's fine. So we go in there. We meet with the gentleman who's our gentleman named Benjamin Haynes, who's our I guess our handler for BronyCon. We'll meet with him in the programming room. We're talking about what we're going to do. We're getting everything set up. We're getting our computers set up. And we go in there to the panel room. We close the doors, and I'm sitting there, looking at everything, going, "Oh man, I don't know if we're going to get people in here. This has got to go well. I mean, I've got 45 people on my team that are looking to see, looking to make sure this goes well, and I don't want their work to go to waste. This is a lot of pressure." And I go, "Guys, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back." I step out that door with Multi-Pony, who's one of our really more of our event relations kind of guys. We walk out of there, and I look to my right, and there's a line 30 to 50 meters long. I went, well, that whole fear I had of not filling this panel, that just went out the window. That's not a problem anymore.
That's pretty gone.
I get back and I sit down in my seat, and people are standing against the walls and lying in the middle of the aisles. I'm like, this did not go nearly as bad as I had thought. This is much better than I had planned.
Yeah, absolutely.
When things exceed expectation. That's amazing. It was really made our entire team very happy, and it was really great to see everybody's reaction. One thing we're so thankful for is we actually got to see people's reactions to our work. Usually, we just see comments about it on, we get emails or comments and things like that, which is nice, of course, But online, you have the online trolls. That's all they do. In person. Most bronies are incredibly nice people. I gotta say, I was really impressed with how friendly and nice they really all were. It was really refreshing and really motivating for us to, interact with the brony fandom again in person. But sitting there on that panel and, showing the options, letting everybody walk through things and seeing the reactions, it was heartwarming. It was amazing. It really just made every single one of us feel so happy with what we do, and that's why we do what we do. Mostly because we enjoy working on it, and if everybody hated our work, we'd still do it because we have fun, which is the main idea of Philly Games. But the audience and the fans loved it so much, and the way they reacted, and just jumping out of their seats and screaming for it, and it was amazing. It really motivated us to not only continue what we're doing now, but go beyond that. And a lot of you're going to see reflections of that in a lot of our future work. We've decided to pull out all the stops, go the extra mile. We're going to be doing that because of no small part, because of our fans at BronyCon, how they reacted to us. I mean, I'm never going to forget when the probably the most hype part though was when we had a Phoenix Wright reference for Objection come on the screen. We actually have the same mate, the Gold Crow, who does Phoenix Wright for the Phoenix Wright crossover, come up and say Objection, and everyone just lost it, and it was fantastic, mate. We're looking forward to doing more of that in the future.
We hope to see a lot more of it in the future. If you exclude the voice acting panels and stuff, like the members of the show team, the Philly Games panel was statistically the third most attended panel in the convention.
Wait, what? Say that again, please?
If you excluding the show members, things like Andrea Libman and those panels and stuff, the Philly Games panel was the third most attended panel.
We want number one. That's BS. No, I'm kidding, mate. That's amazing. We were the number 3. That's out of what, 80 panels that went on at that thing?
Roughly, yeah, something like that.
Actually, I think it was originally 80 and then kind of got trimmed to 60.
Oh, did it get trimmed to 60?
I don't know. They just kept closing panels left and right, and it was getting annoying.
That's true, they did.
I didn't see. I only saw one that had that, but I didn't realize we had the third largest turnout. I mean, I think you couldn't have fit anybody else in that room.
Yeah, no, that room was pretty overstuffed. It was really
probably
great.
Already a fire violation.
It was. I think you had almost 100 people in that room, something like that, maybe over.
I want to say it was more than that, mate.
Yeah, it was.
We definitely went beyond that room's, safety capacity.
The room's supposed to be about a 70, 80 capacity.
Yeah, we definitely went beyond that, and that was
yeah.
We were in a 3, mate. That's amazing. That's fantastic, actually. Thank you. Why didn't you why is this information you wouldn't have, just sent me later?
I only found out about it about 3 days ago. Why I didn't tell you in the course of those 3 days, I'm not actually sure. I think it just slipped my mind entirely.
Circuit.
Yeah, that's about
Next
it.
time you see D-pad, I want you to kick him in the crotch.
Not a problem.
Thank you.
Wishes.
Also, D, it was amazing meeting you in Circuit at BronyCon, mate. That was a lot of fun.
You as well, always. You have a cool
Circuit jumped me in the middle of the hallway, and I was like, what are you doing? For the game? What? Yeah, mate, who are you? Circuit mate. Circuit mate. Oh my god, you're Circuit mate. Okay, now I know who you are.
I would have been a little bit easier to spot, but unfortunate effects.
Do what, Circuit?
Never do a lot of strenuous work in a suit. I'll just put that point blank there.
I don't even want to hear it.
That's it. That's all I said.
I want to hear it.
Every time I saw Circuit, he was like walking around and relaxing. I was like, D's over there selling things and running around everywhere. I'm just kidding, Circuit.
Everywhere.
Mate, don't even... There was not, during that entire convention, mate, there was not a single moment where I was conscious I did not have somewhere or with someone I absolutely had to be.
Oh, you're doing a little worse than I am on that. That was almost all of my time. I did get a break now and again.
I got a break to eat, and even then, there's like people that I had to speak
we're roughly
to.
the same.
People that I had to speak to, or I had to, meet. And I was like, hey, look, I gotta talk to you, and you gotta talk to me. We're going to lunch. Come with me. We'll do it while I eat, because I gotta eat. I'm not gonna stand around here anymore.
Writer's block. They had me pinned down as a vendor and a musician for some reason.
Since when are you a musician?
I am not. Although, to be fair, recently, someone did just start following me on SoundCloud, and I don't know why, because I've never used SoundCloud for anything.
Our audio engineer, Xtrav, he had the entire panel, the entire convention, he was bragging because he got the panelist badge, and he also got a musician's badge, and he does make music, but he didn't do any, like, the concert stuff. He just kept throwing that at us the whole time. I was like, yeah, I'm a musician and a panelist. Yeah, I'm important. I'm like, oh, you go make sound effects.
Alright then. So, I think we are about done here, unless there's anything you want to add or plug.
I have something I think you'll find very amusing.
Oh, well,
I'll try to mention this to you, but, Circuit doesn't know about it. He might find this interesting. The first day of BronyCon, right, we get to our hotel. We're sitting there. And a few of our other teammates come up to the hotel room to meet us. This is the first day, right? I have not put on any of my Philly Games apparel. I'm not wearing our logo. I am wearing my normal kind of clothing. I'm dressed normally. So nobody should have any inclination as to who I am yet, right? So we're sitting in our hotel room. Some of our teammates come up to the door, open the door, and on my door to my hotel room is a yellow kangaroo crossing sign that says, I love Australia. I want to know who found me and who knew to do that. There's probably like 3 Australians at the entire con, me being one of them, and someone found out where my hotel room was and put a kangaroo crossing sign on it. The first day. I haven't even done anything yet.
That is impressive on a whole nother level.
That's really great.
Oh yeah. Someone's stalking me.
I believe it.
Yeah, so that was my BronyCon experience. D, how about you?
Selling shit. That's
You were doing good, though. I saw a lot of that, man. I think I honestly credit part of our panel success to you, mate. You were pushing us pretty hard, and we really appreciate that.
Well, I was trying. Every time I couldn't close out a deal, I was like, hey, there's this thing on Sunday at 1. Because if you go to that, then you know that thing you couldn't buy? You could buy it.
I like a double objective there. It's nice. It works.
Works out.
It does, man. It does. And I do hope, in some of our future projects, we could use, I can't say too much publicly, but if we do have some things in the future that may or may not involve the use of a radio as part of a scene or two, we wouldn't mind in the future if you guys are interested putting on some Brony Show content on that.
Yeah. Oh, I'd say we're interested.
We would definitely love to do that, mate. I mean, I just realized I looked over on our website. I don't go there very often anymore. Terribly. I go on there and make updates. That's about as far as I go. But I looked on there, and the Brony Show's listed as one of our partners. I'm thinking, I feel like I did negotiate that with D, a Circuit. But if that's the case, we got to give them some content.
Yes.
So we got to give you guys some content at some point in time. We got to put some Brony Show stuff in there. We got to do that.
I'm glad to hear it, and I should hope so. All right then. Then I
Ferox.
think that's. Oh yeah, Ferox. Anything, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, but talk about your BronyCon experience.
Oh. I watched the live stream.
Oh.
Does that count?
Actually, that
No.
does bring up a good point. I was sitting next to. We didn't know if our panel would be a live panel would be live streamed or recorded. D. So I sit down, right, and I'm thinking it's just these people on the panel. And Extrav looks at me and he goes, "Hey, mate, my mom just texted me. She can see me right now." I went, "So the entire internet can see us, and the rest of our team that couldn't make it. That's great. No pressure. All right, awesome."
Don't screw up.
And it is on YouTube somewhere. I'm not going to say where because we aren't pushing that, but it is on YouTube somewhere.
Go search for it, everyone.
First person to find it wins a prize. Not really, but you get to feel good about yourself.
If
Bonus point,
you
teamwork.
first one to find it and present it to me will not hear any of my wrath, even if you say stupid bullshit for the next show.
You know I'm going to do it now just to go in here and just troll you the whole time.
I'm a man of my word, so I really would get distraught by that, especially it being you.
Well, yeah. Well, no, I would just go on a different alias and just start throwing totally inappropriate things in here.
Oh, I would be upset. Well, to be fair, if it's a different alias, then I don't know not to ban you.
Well, yeah, but I would present it to you from a different alias, of course. I wouldn't
Oh.
say, hey, I would not send you the link being me. I'd send you to somebody else.
Fair point.
I'd have Ferox do it.
If you're
I have 45 people on our team. I can make someone do it.
being the second in command of this current project, Ferox, who is your coffee boy?
Mop.
Yes.
We finally found a
Yes.
job for him.
Mop Buckets is indeed.
We have a friend of ours who calls himself Mop Buckets. He's not a brony in any way, but he hangs out with us a lot. And he's always asking for a spot on the team, even though he's not a brony. And I guess he can coffee run. That'd be good. We can do that.
Yeah, there you go. Just make him a coffee boy.
I would say make Extra do it, but I don't think he can run very well. Kidding, Extra. I love you, Mike.
Alright then. Well, I think that's where we're going to wrap this up for now. Writer's Block, Ferox, thank you guys so much for coming on. Every time we get some of your content, it's always a wonderful show.
I would hope so, Mike. We really try to help you guys out a lot, and we appreciate being on here. You guys are so much fun. And I love how I can just, I can message you, DNA, hey, mate, I've got some stuff. Do you guys want to see it? And your reaction is always, in all caps, yes, absolutely. Some extremely energetic reaction. And that's why, honestly, the Brony Show, you guys get more exclusives on us than Equestria Daily. There's only
Just
two
fun. Philly
news organizations.
Games. Philly Games
Go ahead.
has yet to present anything that has been lackluster in any regard. Everything you guys have ever shown us, I don't know why I wouldn't just immediately take up.
We appreciate that, Mike. We really do. That's there's only I'd like to go ahead and set the record on something as well, if I could, right quick. There's only two reporting organizations of any type that we deal with at all that get any actual truthful information out of us, and that is the Brony Show. You guys get anything pretty much first pick, actually, and Equestria Daily, which isn't even Equestria Daily. We just go directly to Sophisto. He gets information on us, which is part of the reason Sophisto never reported that we shut down for a while. We had a lot of people ask us, why is EQD not talking about this? Well, I personally told him not, or requested him not to speak about it. There was no reason to. And it's part of the reason that, we deal with Sophisto, is he does present things in a professional manner, and you guys especially are so much fun to deal with. And you're
We do try our
truthful.
best. You wouldn't have liked me, like, I want to say about 60, maybe more episodes ago.
You're implying I like you now.
Oh! Burn.
I love you,
I
Mike.
can't. You know it. Alright then. Now, you can stay, you can go. Whatever you need to do, that's fine with us.
Sharks and I have not had dinner.
Oh, then go eat some.
I have got to go eat, mate. I am starving.
Do go eat.
Yes,
Thank you so much for being on again.
No,
Ferox, make sure you
much.
get Mop on that. Mop on being a coffee boy. Make sure you train him hard. And Writer's Block, again, thanks so much.
No, D, thank you, mate. It's always a pleasure and an honor to come on here and deal with you guys. It's an absolute charm. I hope to come on again sometime later. Thank you guys for your time, and to everyone who's listening, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it, guys.
Alrighty then, so, Circuit, it's all yours, mate.
Alright, and for those of you who are wondering why we're not opening up the panel for questions or chat for questions, unfortunately this was pretty much a sneak peek, and there's really not much that we can question about them, so go ahead and let them both go for now. I'm sure they...
Pound?
I'm pretty sure they're both pretty hungry now.
Oh, well, great, now Furox can screw with me.
But on a good note, it looks like our chatters have shown how awesome they are yet again. We had 2 of them posting up the YouTube video of the panel almost immediately after they got hit by it.
Hold on a sec, just everyone cut to 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Or wait, no, about 4 minutes. Go to about 4 minutes.
On
that video that was linked here. Did they link it in that chat? Did find it?
They threw it in the chat. They threw it. Actually, it was in the chat room before it was even in our chat.
Oh boy, who posted
it? 2 people actually.
Alright, who's first?
Let's see. D factor by seconds.
3:55.
Yeah, 3:55.
Yeah. 3 minutes 55 seconds. The D factor was the first one.
All right. So, I guess they're exempt from my wrath at some point. Use it well.
Yes.
Look at me in my Nightmare Moon Duster and my Nightmare Moon Wings.
The sad part is, I'm actually behind that camera somewhere. The whole time I was waving my hat every time there was a vote, and you can't see it anywhere, so I'm just like slightly out of camera shot.
Yep.
But you can easily see D-pad because of his wonderful hat and very your constant wing boner going on.
Uh-huh.
Though I don't blame you for that. Alright, let's go ahead and move right along here. We still got a bit of news to go over, at least what news we do have. Next off, we're going
Can we come back now?
Yes, everybody can come. Go ahead and come back into the chat.
They have to. I was enjoying myself.
Well, you had your moment in the sun. We got to give everybody else a chance to be a moment. Besides, it looks like we're down a blanked.
Oh.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be back here in a moment. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what's going on in other worlds of Brony. We have Comic Issue 10, or Big Mac's Big Adventure, finally out and about. Of course, if you download the comics, you've probably already got it. But if you hit your comic stores, they should be there by now, if not already.
Well, I'm around.
I have yet to read even the
Wait, you are
first issue.
Oh, there you are, Blanked.
Yep, I was listening.
Alright. But yeah, there's this one has the adventures of Big Mac and all the fun things that he is going to be doing. What adventures he's having, I honestly don't know. But it's pretty awesome to see somebody other than the main 6 get a little bit of limelight, especially Big Mac, since he does tend to be kind of a weird bit of a fan favorite.
Yup.
Indeed. But yes, going that aside, next on the news, prepare your cannons! Or to be specific, your head cannons, as it were. Now, Megan McCarthy has come on Twitter and was asked about Equestria Girls being canon with Friendship is Magic. I'm surprised that this had to be answered, but just in case you missed a memo, yes, it's canon. For some of you that don't like the movie, that's fair enough. That's just something you're going to have to deal with. But I doubt we're going to see anything else coming out of the human universe except maybe Sunset Shimmer somehow.
I'm sure work that in somehow.
They might, they might not. They might not, but the fact is, it happened, the lessons were learned, and that's it. I mean, it could be the same, it's basically the same as a fan fiction, but it could also just be a very long episode that maybe you didn't find too great, but it was still good, pretty decent.
No, the biggest, I think one of the biggest problems with this is the mirror is still there, so they can bring this back for more money whoring if they so wish.
And deny,
Dude, what's Nightmare Moon armor in the background?
Oh yeah, that was a pretty awesome little background they got there.
Throw it here!
I'll try and find it. I'm not sure what it is.
Son of a bitch!
I got over 2,000 wallpapers circling through now, maybe more. But I'm pretty sure I can find it if I tried. But really quick, yes, Equestria Girls happened in canon, and they never promised it wasn't going to be canon. The only thing that they said may or may not happen is there may be a spin-off series if Equestria Girls does well.
Which it actually didn't.
It didn't do too well, at least doll-wise. I'm pretty sure that didn't isn't selling off the shelves.
Yeah, the toys have no business.
Yeah.
DVDs and Blu-rays, that one went crazy, but they can thank Bronies for that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which they're not trying to specifically cater to.
The only thing we wouldn't touch is those toys.
And in all honesty, I don't want them to cater to us. I want them to keep doing what they're doing because that's what we're enjoying.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, in all honesty, though, yeah, it's canon, but you don't have to, make fan fictions where they go into the human universe anymore or got Flash Sentry. I mean, it just is what it is. Plus, if some of you are really that butthurt over it, you can treat it like Doctor Who canon, where you can decide if it is canon or not. Because everything's so crazy anyway, it doesn't matter. By the way, D-pad, somebody found the wallpaper that I just had on screen.
Ooh, yeah.
That's not it. Hold on.
That's not it? That's pretty it.
Yeah, that's it.
No, that's a YouTube link.
No, it isn't?
You're looking at the wrong link.
What just...
It's from Zero Fire.
It's a fave.me.
There we go.
What?
Oh,
so
there it is.
Circuit, I gotta show you this. Like, it's not really fan art, but it was sent to me a little while ago, and there's a reason for that. Let me just grab it.
Certainly.
Really
Well, while you're getting
quick.
that, we can talk a little bit about the next thing here, which is We Love Fine. And do you know what We Love Fine has this time for us? Scarves.
Imagine.
Actually, yeah, scarves and some Equestria Girl stuff. So, yes, Equestria Girls is going to be a bit of a canon, but in all honesty, some of it is actually pretty cool.
Yep.
I would love a Sailor Moon Equestria Girls, just for the sake of hilarity.
Yeah.
I mean, that shirt's pretty awesome right there.
Not bad.
Oh, what if it's on top of it?
I got this one right here. I kind of like how it's almost 16-bit-ish in the image style.
I can see that.
Yeah. And just because we have to have it, derpy.
Well, who doesn't want a little derpy?
Yep. And also because we know winter is finally starting to come up. We're not feeling it right now in some play cases. But winter is coming up. Equestrip. Wheel of Fine has finally started to introduce scarves once again. And they are pretty awesome, actually. Looks like they kind of hold in themselves so you don't wrap them around your neck. You just kind of squeeze them.
That's what it looks like.
Sounds hot.
Yeah. But yeah, Wheel of Fire has some Equestria Girls, so if you really like them or you like the art, the styles of the shirts, and personally, I really want to get a closer look at that one with all 6 of them. It just looks familiar somehow, I swear. Oh, yeah, D, let me know when you got the image up.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. I should have kept better track of it.
Okay, next, a little thing here for those of you who like interesting little bits of art. There is a paper craft of vinyl scratch. Now, how many of you actually know what paper craft is?
Not really.
It's a lot of work for some reason.
Yep.
Alright, best way to put it, origami to an expert level.
Ah.
You actually fold little bits of paper left to right, up, down, all sorts of ways. The whole idea is to fold it up into a shape. And in this case, they got 3 different vinyl scratches from low detail to high detail. So you can go all the way from Windows 98 to, I'm guessing, XP. Oh boy, that joke was horrible. But yeah, I actually got a little bit into papercraft because of awesome little papercraft that I got over at an anime convention about 3 years ago. Never did finish it, but I always found it intriguing, especially since a lot of cosplayers actually use papercraft to mold out their armor before they cover it in plastic. So it has a nice little awesomeness to it as well.
Mm-hmm.
In any case, we'll go ahead and move on to the next little bit, which is the image that D-pad was telling me about.
It was sent to me, and pretty good. Pretty good.
True.
You sound like a complete prick.
I was just kind of like, you're all right.
Okay. Getting back to Wheel of Fine here for just a quick second. Yeah, it looks like they're not.
What about fanfic? We're all
They're not
Brony Show hosts
16-bit,
are
but
heirs. You never finished that. You never even came close to finishing that, Tegan.
You better hurry, because I'll take it from you.
chibi. They look all chibi-ish, actually. I'll go with that though. That looks awesome.
It does. Agreed.
I'm probably gonna end up buying that shirt at one point. I'm gonna have to confess, and I won't care. Next, dressing up ponies. In other words, how in the world can we get knocked off on anymore? In all honesty, I probably shouldn't have included that Android game. That was a complete rip. But there's another dress-up pony game that is that almost doesn't look like it because I can't describe just how horrible this looks.
Oh god. Oh god.
Holy shit!
What has science done?
Now you can play dress.
Now, for those of you complaining about Equestrian, girls, this is what could have happened.
Yeah.
We could have got this.
Oh my god, it hurts.
And this is the only proof that they even related to ponies. The fact that you got the stupid animated video.
What were they thinking?
Worst part is none of the outfits even look good. Even this, I don't know what in the world they were thinking with that. What is? It's not even her crown. And what is this? Butterfly wings? Really? Butterfly wings? Yes. We could have gotten much worse, people. Could have got much worse. Yeah. And she has no figure anyway. Now I feel dirty. Okay, let's move right along here before I start losing my mind. Now, more pony for your Android. Or for those of you who are still playing the freemium of... Is it even freemium, really?
Yes.
Okay, the freemium of My Little Pony on Android and iDevices. There has been
there now.
There has been some more attachments. There's Aloe and Lotus that you can get now, and also something called Masseuse Pony, which I'm guessing is that one stallion that was beating Rarity up when they were getting massaged.
A couple things to note. The ball game actually requires thought now. And
Yeah, I love that game now.
Yeah, they actually made it harder.
Does anyone else notice that?
Actually,
Yeah.
I haven't played it in a while, but I really got to pick up the game and start playing it again. But yeah,
they
they
have like 500 hearts in your mailbox for me because I like do it every time I get on. I just do the mail all. So
Did I ever friend you?
you need to. If you haven't, you did.
Yep, you friended me.
Sweet, let's do it.
I need to be friended with Dio. I've
Right,
not been
come on, smile, loop forever. Let's do it.
Alright. But yes, they also got another bit of decorations, including the Rainbow Falls, Bubble House, Clock Tower, Waterfall Tower, lots of towers.
Yeah, loop.
Aaron D's already getting right into it.
Yeah, I'm loading mine right now.
Okay, somebody's getting into it.
I will say this though, like all the new missions they added all take like 60 to 80 gems per objective. So I hope you've been farming your changelings.
They've kind of been showing up, but I don't really see them.
Alright, now really quick for fan submissions and suggestions. I'm actually going to make a special announcement on that. I probably should have got it at Site News, but I admit I kind of forgot. Fan submissions and suggestions. I actually want your suggestions. News has been starting to get a little bit light. I don't know if it's because we're still waiting for Season 4, school year started, or maybe there's just not that much to go about until the beginning of the next year. But because the news is getting light, we're having a little bit less and less to talk about in web news. So I want to know what you guys enjoy in the Brony community that you want us to talk about. Whether it be art, fan fictions, music,
We'll talk about anything.
Animations,
Remember,
pretty much anything. Anything as long as it's pony related. That is the important thing. We want to hear about it. Now, there are two ways that I would like you to do submissions. First off, easy way to do it, obviously, would be to email me, which my email is and will always be bronieshow@gmail.com. Honestly, I wish I could get the Brony Show, and hopefully when we get our website updated, I can actually get something like submissions
There's a level
at
70
the Brony
now?
Show.
Oh my god.
Huh?
There's a level 70 now.
That's
Oh, yeah.
been a thing for like 5 months now.
Because I've been here for that long.
Fair enough.
Jesus Christ, Eel!
And also, if another submission point that is going to have to be worked on, unfortunately that means I also have to start paying attention to it, though I have been trying to. The forums. If you can't remember the email or for some reason you feel like you're above emails, how dare you? But we'll also be making a special thread in the forums for submissions. And this is for you guys. We're the Brony Show for Bronies by Bronies, and now we need some by Bronies for the Bronies.
Get it, Bronies?
Yes. Let's go ahead and...
sucks.
Now we're going to go ahead and get into a little bit of side commentary, since unfortunately we just started doing this now, which was brought up by Deal, actually. The side character development. Now what we're going to do is we're going to ask you the chat about a couple of side or secondary characters and discuss them a little bit about their growth and change of the series, and in some cases in the community, because some secondary side characters may not have any real growth at all in the show.
We do request, however, that you save Spike and the CMC for an official discussion later.
Spike, CMC, and even the princesses technically are kind of like between secondary and first class characters, because they actually do have a little more interaction and their own stories. Except for the princesses, they're just all over the place.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what we want to know is, who do you think we should talk about?
Dude, these parish sprites are like having sex with my doorknobs.
The Brony.
That's a quote.
I have no words to describe what I just heard.
I'm not sure. Okay, again, chat room, if you are not paying attention, we are asking for your submission. We're asking you to mention any secondary or side characters that you want us to talk about, and we'll discuss their growth throughout the community and the show.
We will not be talking about the princesses, though.
Oh, so it turns out I have Celestia working on making bread. Fred, I'm a complete bastard to all my ponies. I've got like the Kingdom Crusaders working hard labor on the various ranches.
I'm surprised you don't have Princess Celestia in the banana stand, because that would just been
There's
hilarious.
a banana stand?
There's a banana stand in the game somewhere.
Oh god.
Put some shimmer in there.
Alright, well, first one we got...
she's put them in her vagina.
You know what?
The joke.
Let's go ahead and go with the first one that actually got posted here. Trixie.
Trixie.
Well,
that
what about
narrows
Trixie?
down.
Well, we're going to talk a little bit about Trixie, her growth in the series, and how basically, and maybe her growth and how she's been accepted into the community itself. Because Trixie is quite literally an interesting character altogether. She was only intended for one episode. We can already tell you guys that right off the bat. But due to the fact that, well, not only that this, though, pretty much circulated Equestria Daily on Trixie, and to so much a point that every time I post a submission for the Brony Show over there, I make a Trixie joke to him.
Trixie's amazing. I don't care what Firestorm says.
Well, that's what we're going to be talking about. Whether we think Trixie is amazing, whether we don't, what our thoughts are, and her growth in the series.
Yeah.
Now,
Gabe, let's bring back Gilda. That's what I'm pulling for.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully Gilda
I would like to see Gilda.
I wouldn't mind seeing her.
God, I want two things to Gilda.
He does. He really does.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to go ahead. We'll talk a little bit about Gilda when her time's up, but right now we got Trixie. And Trixie has had 2 episodes so far, and also a couple of lines in the Equestria Girls movie. Much to the chagrin of some people when it was cut. But Trixie has an interesting turnaround. She basically went from annoying antagonist to pretty much almost diabolically evil, though granted it was because she was under seduction of power, and
Yeah, so was I.
and then immediately did a 180 to being a good guy.
I feel like I want to do one of those memes for the Snickers bar, but it will be
Girl.
it's Alicorn Amulet Trixie reverting back to regular Trixie after eating some of her crackers. That's not a joke yet. If it is.
You want to travel to
Have some
cancer
peanut
lot?
butter-
Fuck yeah, I do.
Now, first off,
crackers. Why?
Dude, this is gonna fuck my life.
People
Dude, this is gonna fuck up my whole life. If I'm gonna play this Animal Crossing and League, my whole life is just gonna be one giant fuckery.
Oh.
well, at least it will be entertaining.
Yo,
Yes,
Sunset
yes, well.
Shimmer, the fuck are you?
But let's go ahead and corruption seduction, same diff.
Lousy bitch.
Probably doesn't help that I'm trying to go through Derpy Boru to get images of Trixie. But in any case, so the first episode of Trixie, the one thing I found really intriguing was the fact that she was supposed to be the antithesis of Twilight Sparkle. Though, so that Shimmer kind of hit that now. The Trixie was the loudmouth, flagrant, saying that she had the most powerful magic in the world when she wasn't so much. But you know, she still pretty much tried to make herself the queen of the show until, yeah, she got showed up. Then the second,
picking game.
Then her second appearance, revenge. You get the spiteful revenge. Somebody who feels wronged and tries to get. Well, first they just try to outdo the person, then they end up going completely overboard, having to get smacked down. Of course, I admit her turnaround from going revenge to, you know, I apologize, I'm an idiot. You know, that was pretty dramatic. At the same time, though, I can kind of see it if she went completely out of her, how she would normally not act because of the amulet. I mean, I'm pretty sure some people have acted completely outside of what they normally would act, and then when they realized that they were being the biggest douche in the world, they felt ridiculously bad and did a complete 180.
It's like what all of you wish I would do.
Yeah, but unfortunately, D-Pad doesn't feel bad about what he does, so not happening.
Nope. Dude, that was fucking hilarious, actually.
But in any case, then also Trixie is the one that pops up once in a while on, popped up a couple of times on Equestria Girls and had a few funny lines. Now, who wants to talk a little bit about their opinions and thoughts of Trixie?
Trixie's amazing, hands down.
Her image reminds me of Jack Frost from that old claymation thing they did years ago, just her color
Rudolph
scheme.
the Red-Nosed Reindeer thing?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the one where Jack Frost was fighting, or ended up having to. It was the Jack Frost movie that explained origins of Santa Claus and Old Man Winter and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever seen the greatest parody of anything ever called Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
I've seen that.
I'm glad.
But in any case, well, okay, we got one person that says they love Trixie. Anybody else want to dive into this?
She's okay.
I neither like her or hate her. She's
I
just
want to do things to
she's
her.
a good villain. I had a good 180.
She was a good villain because she wasn't purely evil. She was a braggart, and it got her in trouble. And it got the town in trouble. But it's interesting to see that people can still come up with villains that aren't all about, oh, I'm going to enslave and/or / kill you all.
Mm-hmm. True enough.
So from that front, she's an interesting antagonist, but I would say she's my favorite.
Personally, I just love the interesting ways that the community has adapted her. They've gone from everything from shipping her with Twilight to basically making her this ridiculously like the second coming of Nightmare Moon in some cases. Though it swings so wildly from one way to another, it is kind of hilarious, actually.
I do like the idea of shipping Trixie and Twilight together. I'm just telling you that much right now. That's the greatest fucking idea ever.
I love the idea of shipping people with me.
Don't you already have a girlfriend?
Yes, that happens all the time.
Okay,
well, let's go ahead and chat room. Let's get some opinions from you as well. If you can tell us that's underlined.
Don't you finish that fucking sentence, deal.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, if you can tell us and underline your thoughts on Trixie, I'll go ahead and voice them. But along with that, I always found that, Trixie was kind of hilarious how she also was the butt of some jokes, like the pine coning Trixie. Anybody remember that one?
No.
Yes.
I'm so glad I have
That was
Darren
a
Do in
weird
my
one.
town, because she's totally a fictitious creature.
She's a fictitious creature in a fictitious show.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay, here's Commander something. He likes Trixie. She has a great potential for growth. Dice Man also feels the same way. A lot of people also feel that she has a lot of potential for growth, so chances are she might show up in other...
I have a great potential for growth. Come on.
Yes.
Let's
You're
see.
giving them to me.
Actually, oh wait, Abraham, I did say for italicize and underline for people giving their thoughts on Trixie. And LSKM, nobody's hated on Trixie actually. Most people have enjoyed Trixie as a character. I mean,
What was interesting what would be interesting is if, I mean, she's already found the Alicorn amulet, and I can only imagine that was really hard to find. What would be interesting is if there's another season finale type deal where they need to find an artifact, and she just wanders in the town and was like, hey, remember when I said I was reformed? Well, here. Kind of
Now,
this.
well,
You might
here's
need
a
this.
better question. Here's a better question that concerns Trixie. When Twilight came in Alicorn, by the way, she got taller, and so did her horn. If you actually noticed, it's really cool.
Yeah.
But when Twilight became Alicorn, a 6th star appeared on her cutie mark. Many people speculate that potential to be Trixie as a new part of the main cast. How do you feel about that speculation?
Actually, so far the 6th star has only been seen in that teleport scene when she comes back from the Celestial Realm as an Alicorn. Otherwise, her cutie mark is normal.
Past that?
It hasn't been seen past it at all.
How often have we seen her past that?
Well, you see a little bit in the end of the episode, and also in Quest Your Girls, and she's still a pony.
And vectors.
Yep. So far, it may have been an animation error, or may have been an allusion to something in the future. No, the thing is,
would have been?
No, the thing is, that big of an animation error is a little off, so it may have been an allusion to something in the future, or maybe not. That's what makes it more interesting. I'm not going to say that there's a definite 7th, but at the same time,
she had glitter on her butt.
Poking on it.
These idiots would have discussed it amongst themselves forever.
Yeah, they would have.
Maybe, but let's go ahead and there's a few more comments here.
Error.
Okay, Firestorm, as a character of the show, she works well as a villain. However, the fandom's interpretations of her is just ridiculous and mildly annoying. Tokoi, I find her to be more humble after Magic Duel, which is why I'm writing about her. Interesting.
I thought it was interesting that for the Magic Duel, it wasn't like what... I had to not have been the only person who thought that when they said Magic Duel, they were going to be like Harry Potter Duel, where they were like trying to blast the hell out of each other. It was a show of finesse, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, that was a bit interesting.
Well, I kind of thought it would be like maybe several trials that they had to face with magic, and not just like trying to outdo one another. But in all honesty, I didn't think it would actually end like they battle, Twilight loses, and she gets banished. I thought it would be a little bit more like throughout the entire episode, not. But I liked what it was. I just thought it was going to be something different.
By the way, I hit a massive realization like 2 days ago. I had stayed up till like 5 a.m. I was fucking tired, and I had an alarm that's set for 10:15. So that alarm goes off, and I'm like struggling to get out of bed. I'm like, fuck this. But then there was something. No, this is pony related. Don't worry. Then there was something
head off, guys.
that just
Alright.
okay. See you later.
You want to do a quick shout out before you go?
No, not really.
Okay. Goodbye.
All right.
See ya. Later, bronies.
Later.
Something clicked in my mind that made me freak out. I sat straight up in like a cold sweat, and I'm like, oh my god! Twilight Sparkle, Sunset Shimmer, they're the same name!
Just worded different.
Yep. Somebody hit the source on that one. But yeah, that was a surprising thing that many people didn't notice that Twilight Sparkle and Sunset Shimmer are pretty similar. If not exactly the same name, just worded differently.
They're the same name. They're the same thing.
Alright. But I think in this case we pretty much, we probably could have exhausted Trixie a little bit more, but this was the first time trying out this thing, and it worked out pretty well. Got some good opinions of Trixie, and I got to enjoy Trixie Versus. So let's go ahead and move right along to the next little bit here, which is videos.
Oh shit.
Yep, that's right. It is time to go ahead and have fun, and that includes commenting on another episode. So I'm going to throw our Together tube here for my Skype chat. Speaking of which, it looks like we have a spot open, so I'm going to hit up a couple of people here that asked for a spot if we get one open, see if they're willing to join in.
Alright. Look at that fresh meat.
Yep. Ding, 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 ding. But yes, while we're doing that, we're also going to start getting things ready here. And we are going to be starting off with Super Speedy Cider Squeezy.
Oh, this is going. Hey!
Yeah.
Hey, are you making a rough turn?
Rough turn.
Oh man, left turn.
Oh, left turn.
Stop that. All right,
Don't
looks like
forget to sign the social petition.
Hey, Suki.
I have to show you for a bit. What the hell did I come into?
They were talking about something that somehow scares me.
Abe and ref turns.
He's Asian.
We were playing Burnout earlier after I got off work, and it got stupid because Abe was playing stereotypical Asian man driving. It got really funny really quick, and I kept running his car over because Asian cars.
Yay. Okay, there we go. The other two for some reason wasn't popping up real quick.
Okay, I see what it's doing here. Oh, okay.
Yay, annotations.
Yep. They'll probably die here in just a moment. Unfortunately, it's getting a little bit harder to find episodes on YouTube, not surprisingly.
That's surprising.
But of course, that doesn't mean I already don't have a million backup plans if YouTube ever fails on that.
Yeah, the episodes aren't badly priced if you just buy them one at a time when you want them.
Yeah, and personally, I'd say buy them anyway because it is supporting something that you enjoy. It just makes it a little bit harder to do share streams like this.
Yeah. See, now what would be great is if you could rent the episodes.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cheeky as all fuck.
That would be pretty awesome.
You could already do it for movies. Just pull up. It'd be kind of like Netflix, but it would be a video sharing room like this, where you send people a code and they can log into your room and watch what you're watching.
In any case, let's go ahead and get started here. Super Speedy Cider Squeezy 6000.
Who could that be? It's still dark.
Behold, the bed crasher.
This joke annoyed me.
Exposure!
That one, I don't get why she's blushing.
She's
I mean, it makes for
naked.
it makes for a hilarious little joke, but at the same time, she's not naked or anything.
It's classic cartoon humor. That's all it is.
That is
I like
also
how fast
I never could fly at all.
Yeah, I know. Look how fast they're flying. Sideways, even.
This is Rainbow Dash on a mad quest to get drunk. She will get her booze. Hard apple cider is the only liquor they have. I mean, I admit cider is good, but the way they're going after it, this is either the best cider in the world or there's a special ingredient that they don't mention.
Love, motherfuckers, love.
High fructose corn syrup.
Either that or Pinkie Pie's a rabid drunk. I mean, she buys like, what, 15 different crates of the thing?
Now that's the problem we have. That's why they run out, because they allow someone to buy more than one.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they did allow that.
There
I mean,
should be a limit to like maybe 3 per pony.
There should be a limit to 1 per pony. Pinkie Pie bought she bought at least 10 of them, which means that when Rainbow Dash didn't get any, that was another 10 ponies that could have been fed on that shit. We didn't see other ponies buy more than 1, which means they probably did buy more than 1. So Pinkie alone just shaved off 10 potential customers.
I mean, at the same time, though, it's 10 potential customers, but they still got the money, and they're always so desperate for money in this show anyway. It's like, if one thing goes wrong, the entire farm is going to go down.
But you could get the same amount of money with even more customer satisfaction.
Yeah.
That's a stupid thing. That is the stupid thing that gets me about the farm. It's like, how are you in so much financial trouble all the damn time, and your main product is sold all the goddamn time?
I know. What do they owe? The fucking Russian mob?
Either that or the fact that their barn keeps breaking every other episode is expensive.
Something else to remember is that...
the ever-free fucking forest. They really want to, they go chop down some motherfucking trees without anybody goddamn caring.
Something important to remember is that their trees, the trees outside of their free forest don't keep themselves. So there may be associated additional costs in running the farm.
No! Nobody mentioned the freaking episode 100 drinking game! This episode wrecked me!
Oh god, so you got so fucked up.
I was up.
So fucked up.
Anytime they mention apples of friendship, what the hell was I thinking?
By the way, okay, just... Oh, first of all, this face.
Oh, I love that cider face.
And, put my 2 cents on the whole sock thing. I mean, why aren't they on a system like we saw in Equestria Girls, where they were selling bottles of the thing?
Yeah.
They don't have hands for manufacturing?
Oh, yeah.
Well, they can grab these cups. No problem.
They must be special squeezy handles or something, I don't know.
Well, there aren't any...
You're asking for logic with cartoon ponies that can talk. How did Fluttershy get in?
Can't open bottles with hooves. I've seen them do things with hooves. I've seen them do many things.
Wait, yeah, how did Fluttershy get ahead of Rainbow Dash? Unless Rainbow Dash actually showed a little bit of niceness by letting Fluttershy go first.
Yeah.
I mean, considering the fact that Rainbow Dash literally woke her up and dragged her out of bed, blushing.
I mean, that sounds really familiar.
Oh, now I got that freaking song stuck in my head. With they make the Applejack song, and the chorus line is like, "And it's always true."
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Thanks, Circuit.
No problem. If I gotta go in pain, I'm gonna share it with everybody else.
Yeah. And now, Pinky, it's time to shut your fucking mouth for once.
Yeah, I know.
Goddamn bitch.
She's like rubbing it in without even knowing it.
It'll never exist again until tomorrow.
Actually,
I drink
for some
more.
reason, I doubt that she doesn't know it.
Actually, what I wonder is, what would have Rainbow Dash done if that thing didn't come up? Was she just gonna go nuts on?
I think she might have.
And Pinkie Pie is literally riding Rainbow Dash. Wow. I heard about riding somebody about something, but that's a.
Did Rainbow Dash leave?
No, she ran up first. And here's the song.
Shadow.
Oh, the other Rainbow Dash. Shadow.
Fucking Rainbow Dash.
Okay, I think Shadow is either gone or he's nowhere near his microphone at the moment.
He's not. He said he'd leave, and he's not in here.
And well, he didn't hang up.
Yeah, he did.
Left, still on the call.
He left and then he came back in somehow. And
Well, there's only one thing we can do.
Click.
Yep. Which also means we got another spot here. So let's try the other person.
That's not Shadow.
What the hell?
That was Freakmaster.
Oh, Freak!
Shadow's not in the call.
Freak! I apologize.
We told
That-
you.
I was feeling. I don't know what I was thinking. My bad,
Your
Freak.
aim sucks.
I think I need more coffee.
The Eternal Winds are back.
Yeah, that's my. I'm sorry. That's
It's
my-
a horrible spit. It's horrible bending legs. Okay, I don't know what.
It's funny, that's the only thing out of this episode that bothered me. Was those damn legs.
I don't know. I thought it was hilarious, but
Dude, yeah, spider leg thing? I don't know what. I never knew what I was thinking with them. It was the most awkward dance.
well, I don't know. Maybe they were having a hard time making the making the ponies dance normally.
These guys are so tall.
They remind me they should be in BioShock Infinite. The way they're dressed.
That's been
Yeah,
a
they
thing.
should.
I know it's been. a
Oh,
thing.
please let there be a mod for that at some point.
I think someone did mods for the signs.
I really do like the shit out of this song.
I kind of like the knockoffs that came out of this too. Let's see, those.
It took me forever to learn this song, and I'm happy I have it now.
You know what? I want to memorize a literal one. I just love how hilarious it is.
It's about, yeah, it's a pretty good one. Oh god.
And the other one, which version do you like best of this song? The original, the literal, or the drunk guy on Team Fortress 2 singing this to a bunch of people?
Man, you can't even.
Oh my god!
That guy.
I have to go with Drunk Guy because that was a magical moment that made me piss and come simultaneously, and that is physically impossible.
Yeah, just the
Sure.
way he's screaming it. Oh man.
I don't think you could ever do that planned. You just pretty much belt it out of nowhere.
Bacon hair is my hero. Can we like show that video just to do it?
We might, if we have enough time, I might just do it, just because I brought it up. But yeah, Granny Smith. She actually is the first Apple to get a song with Applejack being a main 6. What the hell? She actually gets to sing while Applejack is usually chorus line material.
She's also the only one in the Apple family that actually tried their cider. And if her face was an indication, she's like, oh shit, we're in trouble.
Yep, it's just good thing that they're really horrible businessmen. Salesmen, they're great, but businessmen, no quality control when things get rough. Actually, that's it.
Coming up.
That's the hilarious thing. Everybody talks about them being like horrible sideshow thieves, and like, not really. I mean, they had a decent product. The only problem is when push came to shove, that's when they compromised their integrity, and that's when things went bad. I mean, if they kept it the same as normal, they would have won, or at least they would have done decently.
I just don't know, y'all.
They would have come close, but I'm pretty sure everybody together would have beaten them out at the normal pace.
Yeah, but what was I thinking? I had a thought, and now I lost it. Oh well, move on.
Sweet profit, 75, 25. Damn, hold on. Who gets a 75? Why us?
Oh please, there's no. That pisses me off right there. 75.
Yeah. The 75 should go to the people who are supplying the apples.
It should be 30-70. Because there is maintenance costs associated with the machine.
Oh, son of a pony!
60-40 would be nice.
My chair's broken.
Oh, that's shitty.
Well, it wasn't a very good chair anyway. I swear I get an ass rash every time I have do my show.
Okay.
So I don't know. Does it make it special that it rhymes, or?
I love Big Mac's face, dude. He was the most surprised out of all of them.
Oh my gosh! See, there could never be enough information. Do you know how many times never mind.
That cider. He is of underage, and it is not right.
I'm pretty sure Apple Bloom's drinking the cider.
Actually, either that or it's Britain. Actually, I feel bad for Rainbow Dash there. She wasn't even close.
Yeah.
Hey kid, besides, powdered pumpkin cake aren't even born yet at this point in the story. And you know what? They're probably drinking the cider.
That is very true.
You ran over our fence twice. We're gonna throw you in jail.
Actually, destruction of property.
Look out! There's Pontiac addicted pony.
Now here's a good question. Did they like go to like another end of the apple orchard and like just take apples from there, or did they go and like steal apples off another orchard to do this?
I do feel bad for Rainbow Dash here. That's just sad.
Apparently, Rainbow Dash has never heard of shipping, where you can buy things at other markets.
Hey,
well, considering it's apple cider, they probably don't want to try to do normal pony shipping, which might take days.
You know, considering all these together, you'd think AJ would have a little more sway with being a fucking element of harmony and all that shit.
Hey, at least you got something to taste.
Let's put it to the test. Anywhere, anytime.
Ow, man.
Underwear. Oh, that's where that Applejack face came from. I mean, Apple Bloom. Apple Bloom.
Shut up, Apple Bloom.
She's writing a check her tush can't cash.
What tush?
Of course. Now Brony Smith gets in.
Did you come in, Sonny?
Hang on, I have to end something in the chat.
Okay, yeah, now they're starting to sound like sleazy businessmen here.
That's what they are.
Yeah. I mean, they had a decent product, but they're a bunch of idiots.
They have a good product, but they're just trying to undercut competition.
Yep. And I'm glad I don't draw my stallions with those faces. Ugh.
Hey, you should charge them for all the apples they use and the trees they pull up out of the ground.
Actually, I wonder if that literal version was true. We stole this Mocha machine. They were singing about stealing the machines at some point. We had this
Dr.
machine
Seuss
because
called, he
we
wants the
stole
machine
it.
Is it really necessary for Apple to be on the bag?
Why? Aren't you having fun?
Actually, I think that's awesome, and it also made for an awesome rhythm game that you can download if you can find it.
I don't know.
Oh, there she goes.
Normally the point of having somebody on the other side of the bag is like an extra bit of extra resistance, which pretty sure Apple offers none of.
Actually, I'm pretty sure she offers some resistance to the fact of weight. But yeah,
I don't think AJ noticed.
Hey Twilight, you should use some spells to mess with their machine.
Are both teams ready? Ready. Ready. Then let's.
His whole life has led up to this moment.
Yes, his whole existence was to turn a freaking clock. Actually, you kind of wonder if he has a room that's full of these different clocks that have the exact measurement of sand in them.
Dude, Granny has good aim. She just throws it behind her and knows where it's going to land.
And I guess you do that enough, you're going to be able to do that. It's like those people that practice 100 baskets a day. And Applejack keeps looking instead of bucking. Stop bucking, worrying, and just keep bucking, dang it.
I'm glad, I don't know, I'm just watching the chat and I'm glad I was the first one that remembered the freaking Dekaja spell.
Dekaja's what?
They were doing Persona stuff in the chat.
Oh yeah.
He said LSKM casted Raku Kaja on himself.
Yeah.
So I cast Dekaja and took it off.
Oh yeah. Anybody else remember like the freaking hammer guy from the myth? Like what was his name?
Oh, okay, say again.
The guy that originally had the big hammer and he was freaking beating down caves, trying to beat out a steam engine.
In what?
I don't know. It's an old folk tale. You just had a bunch of guys with the machine, and then you had the original.
The railroad dude.
Yeah.
Crap.
I actually. Applejack.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, like.
John Henry, was that it?
Rest of my family helping out.
All right, you know how they said they don't care the rest of Canterlot helps?
Okay, everypony.
Not Canterlot, but
That was pretty dumb of them.
yeah, they could have gotten the fucking princesses.
Fluttershy.
Let's see.
Autograph all the Canterlot helps. Okay, princesses.
Yeah, John Henry, American folk hero and tall tale, worked as a steel driver, man hammering a steel drill into the rock to make holes or explosives. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me of that folktale where he basically beat out an engine with his own power, but he ended up having his heart explode. This also reminds me of Johnny Appleseed and the real story of Johnny Appleseed. The reason he started planting apples was he didn't want everybody to have apples. He wanted everybody to get drunk on hard apple cider.
Yeah.
I love that.
You know what? That's a way better version of that story.
I know! It's hilarious. Yeah, Platinum, you can go ahead and post a link to the Faithful Farmer Rhythm game, since I mentioned it. And it is a good game.
Come on, brother. We've got to pick up the pace. Right on, double the power.
Thank you, brother! Our cocky attitudes have come to backlash on us! How could we be so wrong?
Oh yeah, take that off, and you're just gonna get
Yeah.
shitty cider.
Yeah, good job putting an off switch on your quality control.
Hey,
Yeah.
at least there's more plant material and thereby more fiber.
Yeah, there's a point where there's plant material and probably worm material in there too.
Mine's got a rock in it.
That is actually that when you use that metaphor in family, that's retarded.
When they doing what now?
I'm just making a comment on one bad apple spoils the bunch. Lots of people like to use that for family like referencing. Like that's a load of horse shit.
Yeah, I really hate that crap. One bad apple spoils a bunch. No, it's just one bad apple. Throw it out and the rest are good.
Exactly.
And whoever came up with that saying needs to be shot. If they're not over it.
Used for bananas.
Yeah, now a banana would make more sense because it's a bunch of bananas.
Actually, Tokoi, don't worry about the John Henry wiki post. We were just talking about it in general because this actually is kind of familiar to that folk tale. Just thought it funny.
We lost?
Yeah. I also find it interesting how it wasn't even close, and yet they made it. I like how they actually made it, like, you know, for the viewer's sake, they made it seem like really tense that, you know, there was a chance.
Yeah, it didn't even look close.
I guess they just had to do it for the sake of dramatic tension.
What the hell was that rope connected to?
It's magic.
It was connected to everything, man. Connected to every
theory.
Oh crap! They're doing the men dark laugh. Nah.
Come on, Apples. Let's go pack up our things.
After this, Flim Flam have decided to open up Walmart. That's why it sucks. Actually, granted, Walmart's not all that bad in some cases, but only if you don't go for the cheap crap.
I don't know. It really depends on what cheap crap you buy. Because I buy the cheapest jeans they sell, and they last me a long time.
I can't get jeans to last, well, usually 3 months, but in this case I actually had a couple of them go for a while. Did they just say cent?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that was confusing for many of us.
It looks like we've encountered a slight problem here in Ponyville. No Pony.
There's always a chance that cent refers to any form of metal coin.
Let's go, Sim. Let's go.
No, because then they mentioned bits.
2 bits.
Crap, we've been found out. Quickly, let's go over to that pier. We'll talk about slicing up a dragon and watch the profits come rolling in.
Plus, we can have high quality.
It's money by the pound, damn it.
Because of this silly competition, we've made enough of our cider for the whole town.
Before you work this
everybody
hard
wins.
every time.
Yeah, exactly.
I love this letter.
It's almost like if you have more ponies working, you can get more product out there.
That's like a slap in the face for Celestia.
No, are you kidding? That is beautiful. That is beautiful. That is a lesson that nobody will ever have again. Just like, yeah, I knew what I was doing and I was right.
For that week, Applejack was undoubtedly the best pony there was.
And even now,
I don't learn a damn thing. Ha!
no, even now, Applejack is considered one of the best just because of that.
Okay, start getting change the thing right now. If I see rescue bots, I'm gonna fucking rage and kill somebody.
Not a problem. It's already stopped.
Keep it here for him.
I will delete your fucking tricks. You got 3 seconds.
No, don't worry, don't worry.
3, 2.
Oh.
You're so fucking lucky.
Jeez, is it really that bad?
I hate it. Okay, there's a reason to hate it. It's shit.
Fair enough. Besides, I was going on to the next.
Autobots. Okay, there you go.
No, fair enough. Besides, I gotta get on to the next movie, which, in all honesty, I thought that the next Epic thing wouldn't be this. I thought it would be something else. So, I don't know if it's from the same Epic makers or somebody else is stealing the Epic line. But we're gonna go ahead and go with it because we got the next video, which is Epic Rage Time.
Oh yeah, that came out from No More Than 9.
Ah.
That was on their channel.
Okay, so it's not the same Epic people. Still good animation.
No, it's the same channel.
Then what happened to Epic Uncle?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, at least we got Epic again. Here we go.
cute. Ah!
Hello, Mr. Cake. I'm here to pick up today's lemon muffin surprise.
Good morning, Derpy. I'm
These
sorry,
aren't
but we
drunk.
just ran out of them.
Her eyes went.
Ran out.
So Pony just bought the last batch. How about a cupcake instead?
Cupcakes aren't for breakfast. Who took them?
Snowflake. It was Snowflake.
I'm hearing that.
Oh
my fucking god.
I actually forgot to watch this.
Actually reminds me a little bit about Dan versus there.
Everyone shut up. This what?
Have you seen my muffins? It's...
She means no.
Suki, that echo's coming from you.
Oh, it is me. Damn it.
Derpy, why are you so upset?
Derpy, one muffin!
Well, what if we baked you new ones?
It was lemon surprise!
Oh, hello, Twilight.
Nice throw.
Mother of me.
Mother of me.
Wait, Derpy, I made a mistake. We have one left.
Boo! More lasers!
Fuck.
Oh, wait.
Maybe I should visit them more often.
Crap, I couldn't hear that last. Crap, I couldn't hear the last line.
Okay,
Maybe I
hold on.
should visit them more.
often. I like the voice actors for Celestial. That was great.
Yeah.
That I've never seen anything like that. That's fantastic.
Maybe I should visit them more often.
Oh. Maybe you should visit them more often, damn it.
Maybe you should go there right now and teleport.
Okay.
I just like the look on that face.
Yeah, that one was good.
Alright, let's go ahead and move on. Next video. Find my spray.
Oh god.
Oh god.
In the realm of why not parody all the videos?
Oh god.
I have to find
Oh, this is
my
good.
spray to take this smell away. I can't believe this uncooked steak could have caused my bowels to break. Oh why am I a guy losing?
I'm just gonna go into some
I don't know how to shake. Seeking nations, I fear I won't get through. Kung Fu. Oh why am I a spy? Oh Skype, what have I done?
Excuse me, I believe there's only one word to describe that. What?
Ah,
It's like the greatest thing.
that was beautiful. I mean, it's not a literal video. It's just he just messed with it. Oh, Skype, what's wrong with you? This is what I say. Let's go ahead and move on. Next video here, we got Summer Sun Celebration. This one is actually pretty awesome. I miss having these awesome YouTube poop music videos, so it's nice to see another one again after so long.
Well, I can see the food situation. Well, I'm just here to check the decoration. Well, I'm here to supervise the preparations for the summer sun celebration. Sorry, we have an awful lot to do. This prophecy must not come true. Getting ready for the summer sun celebration. Spike, over here. That's just it, my dear. Day after tomorrow is the 1000th year of the summer sun celebration. Find me a copy of predictions and prophecies. Time to learn more about the elements of harmony. Spike, take a note, please. Quick, send it. Now, of course. He's so sleepy he can't even keep his balance. Keep his widow balance. We just wasted an opportunity to find out their talents. Find out their talents. He's so sleepy he can't even keep his balance. Keep his widow balance.
That was super catchy.
That was fucking awesome. I'm gonna get that on my fucking iPod right now.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
What's that? Summer Sun Celebration. Alright.
Yep, Summer Sun Celebration. PMV.
Yeah, it definitely has been a while since I've truly enjoyed, what can be considered a YouTube poop music video.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
This is why I love the community. Just the stuff all together is beautiful. And unfortunately, the next thing does hold up a candle to it, but I think it's still pretty awesome, especially for anime fans. So let's see, Twilight Sparkle Superpower.
What?
Oh man, oh yeah, totally.
Oh god!
I showed Haru the maximum amount of his daily weed.
Oh, fluid.
Yep.
What freaking show is that song from?
That's Madoka.
That is I haven't watched that show. God, I haven't watched that show since it first came out. That's why I had trouble recognizing it.
The ending song is anyway.
Well, I know a lot about Madoka, but the only things I know about are pretty much what D and Blanked have been talking about in the chat, so I haven't seen it yet.
Let's go, girls!
Of course, I'm probably going to hit that one up next after I finish up Fairy Tail, or at least what I can of it.
From happy to darkness in fucking a minute less.
Circuit.
Fairy Tail's fucking incredible.
I will say I don't know why I'm not the biggest fan of Fairy Tail, but I will admit I watched the hell out of that special where it was them crossed with Rave Master.
I haven't seen that one yet, but now I'm going to have to.
Fucking awesome. Because I did, and of course it makes me realize I should give Fairy Tail another shot since I realized it's basically the same characters.
But let's go ahead and go on to the next, which is the island. Yeah, I'll pretty much let it speak for itself here.
You ride.
Yes, Angel. That's all.
In the rising sun.
Oh shit.
Fading passenger that I've been taking. Close your eyes. Let's forget it again. As you drag me down, I will take you in. What are you waiting for?
I've never heard that version of the island. Nice.
Yeah. Pretty good altogether, too.
Yeah.
Now, moving right along in the video line, we got another one here called One Must Fall. Now, this is from the other Bronyville, not the wonderful podcast that we've had some interesting experiences with. No, this is from the Bronyville that's in Russian.
Huh.
So let's enjoy some Russian animation. Don't expect a translation.
Stop rhyming.
Oh yeah, there was a rhyme.
That's the Tron soundtrack.
Those guns are ridiculously CG'd in.
Yeah, but you know what? Given that they're Russian and given what this is, I wouldn't doubt that the final product, if that's just the trailer and they're doing a final product, holy crap, they're gonna do something amazing with it.
I can't wait though. I am a big fan of Judge Dredd just because of campy value, at least the original one. I am. Oh!
Oh God.
Oh, good old Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
Alright, next we got a couple of Bonbon and Lyra.
Oh God, I love this shit.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna protect this guy at all costs, no matter what.
Oh God!
Protect this guy at all costs, no matter what happens.
dead.
I am going to protect. He's dead.
Turn around and someone's just like trying to kiss you. Welcome to my life. Double kill. Whoop whoop whoop.
There's already been like 30 people that have made a ballet before you, like 30 good ones.
I just
What's
really
yours gonna be about?
Socks.
I got a feeling
That
tonight's gonna be
a good night. Can't do that, that's copyrighted.
I love that the YouTube just out of nowhere. Can't do that, it's copyrighted.
Nice little randomness.
Yep, and here's a little bit more random because I got two of
We are
them.
in opposite teams. We are in opposite teams.
Well then, let the game begin. This should be a very noble and dignified battle. Alright, melee war, come on.
The spy. Yeah, I'm gonna stick things in you, and you're gonna like it.
I just was following behind a spy, bumping into him over and over again, and he was just turning around looking at me. And then eventually I just stood there staring at him. And he just started to like stab me in the face over and over again, and then I just clubbed him and crushed him. It was like almost sad.
I think 5 was better.
Yeah, it was definitely a little silly, but let's go ahead and go for something ridiculously silly and ironically on topic to what we were discussing earlier.
I'm the T to the R, I, X the I, and E, and ain't no other pony is as great as me. I'm Trixie-licious.
Trixie, why are you so fine?
I can't believe it's been forever since we've seen a Licious video.
Yeah. And now go over to E621 and find out what else that camera was used for.
No.
True.
You've piqued my interest, good sir.
Well, while he goes ahead and piques your interest and whatever else he might be piquing, let's go ahead and do a little bit of creating. In other words, this is something that I've been waiting for a long time.
Gotta find me some Trixie good stuff. There's a nice little Buttons Mom Adventures comic going on here.
way, is this based on that one picture?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, it is.
And they're using the Brotherhood opening.
I wish it was that easy.
What is the matter with you? Very well, then.
It's like that good, that good.
Not enough fun for you?
I hope. Oh, no, nope, not coming.
Nice little music at the end there too.
Listen to that plucking of the cello.
Gotta admit, that's quite a little bit of detail to that.
That's not a cello. I think Octavia has the cello.
Oh shit, what the fuck's going on?
Lyre.
Yeah, that's a lyre. Like Lyra?
Your computer has been blocked.
What? Oh, dang it.
What?
Got a spammer. And who's got blocked and where now?
My computers are blocked.
From what?
I have no idea.
No, I mean from what? What did you get blocked on?
I don't know. It's saying,
so you're just
you've been viewing, distributing prohibited pornographic child porn or zoophilia, etc.
That's called virus.
That does not sound right.
Oh, wonderful. So I got a virus on my computer? Well,
you do.
Yeah, that does sound like a virus. I've heard of something like that.
Yeah, I used to get a lot of those back with my old 2000.
Well, that explains why your computer lost all its information. It looks like it's bugged.
Yeah.
So what do I have to fucking do?
Panic and run around.
One of two things. Either get a program early that might be able to help with this. Try Panda Cloud. That's usually pretty good at finding shit.
Well, I can't do anything. It's got like my fucking IP address, it's saying, and...
Oh, then you probably have to format your shit.
How do I do that?
Well,
Formatting means you erase the entirety of your computer and reinstall the operating system.
How do
I
do that?
over again.
You have to have the operating system disk.
Well, it depends on the system. Either the operating system disk, or in some cases you press F9 or F11, it'll bring up a system restore menu that'll let you wipe it and restore from a separate D drive that has been stored onto the C drive, onto the hard drive itself.
Oh, good.
So basically what you had to do this Friday, you're going to be doing again.
And Creature, even good antivirus and common sense will not protect you from viruses 24/7. I'm pretty sure Juinja is smart enough to know how to avoid those in most cases. But let's go ahead and play an awesome little animation here to hopefully cheer him up. So we can't see it.
Oh lord.
I need to pay money.
Yeah, that do it. No. That would do it. It's a lie.
Yeah, it's a virus.
Yeah. For some reason, it has a picture of me here.
It might have used your webcam.
It did. So, how do I do this?
Let's see. What kind of system is it? HP, Alienware, Dell?
MSI.
MSI. Okay, let's see.
Thing to do later.
Yeah, that video did remind me.
Of course, I'm going to be looking it up here a little bit while we finish everything up, because we still got a few other videos here. We got a remix of What My Cutie Mark is Telling Me, but this remix has also typography, so prepare for awesomeness.
And it's what my cutie mark is telling me. Cutie mark is telling me. What my cutie mark is telling me. Cutie mark is telling me. And it's what my cutie mark is telling me. Mark is telling me. Cutie mark is telling me. Mark is telling me. What my cutie mark is telling me. Mark is telling me. Cutie mark is telling me. Mark is telling me. Animals don't listen, no, not one little bit. They run around out of control and throw their hissy fits.
Here, I'm gonna send you a picture, D, and see if this has been...
Definitely has.
Oh yeah, the moment it's asking for money because of that, you're virused.
Yeah, and I'm not taking anything from your system at the moment.
No, I'm talking about taking a picture with my phone.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. You have a virus, that's certain.
On the good note, though, I figured out what key you need to press at beginning to go into system recovery. Just a warning, though, it is a wipe, so you'll lose. You'll pretty much are formatting and starting from scratch.
I don't care. I'm pretty much starting from scratch here.
Alright. Then basically you shut down, start up your computer, then start tapping F3 the moment you see MSI on your screen. Just keep tapping it until the recovery screen comes up and run Windows Setup.
Alright, I'm gonna send you these pictures.
Why?
Just making sure.
Wow, there's a lot of OCs in there. Oh no, there's everybody.
Looky here at what I made, I think that it's a dress. I know it doesn't look like much, I'm under some distress. Could you give me a hand here and help me fix this mess? My destiny is not pretty. I don't care much for picking fruit and plowing fields ain't such a hoot. No matter what I try, I can't fix this busted water chute. I got so many chores to do, it's no fun being me. That has to be my destiny. I'm in love with leather patterns.
Circuit, you got my favorite Trojan ever.
Aw, not that
I
one.
did. This is a Trojan virus.
It's such an old Trojan.
Oh, wonderful. So what I gotta do is, when MSI comes up, I just keep tapping F3.
Yep, keep tapping F3 till you see recovery menu, and then do Windows recovery. You tell it to start from scratch and wipe everything out.
Wonderful.
There you go again, buddy.
Oh, I know. God damn it.
Yeah, you better get some firewalls built in next time.
Yeah.
Or a virus scan right off the bat.
Yeah, pan in the cloud and whatnot. The fuck.
Alright, so I'm gonna do that. If you can recall me through the phone Skype, that'd be great.
Alright,
dude, you might as well just bite the bullet and hang around till the end of the show, then do that shit.
Yeah, we only got like 20 minutes left, and we're on to the last couple videos anyway.
Yep.
Speaking of which, here is everything wrong with Look Before You Sleep.
Set encounter, pill to the face.
Fucking wonderful. That's why I lost everything.
Well, at least now this mystery is solved.
Yeah.
Apparently the library was teleported to the outskirts of town. Daisy is a witch. Rarity stole Twilight's magical glow color. Applejack uses the phrase y'all incorrectly throughout the entire episode. Theme. Why is Rarity just hanging out in the rain? I thought she was in a hurry to get home. This is pretty much the rest we'll see of anything but the inside of the library.
Is inside a tree really the best place to be in a lightning storm?
I'm willing to bet that we have Jordan to thank for that line.
Spike is away in Canterlot on royal business.
Another donut! Extra sprinkles!
Rarity clearly declines Twilight's offer, but then Twilight responds by quietly shoving a book in her face. I wonder what was really written on that page. Rarity reads from right to left. It's things such as this host that are a real slap in the face to all non-unicorn races. Somebody wasn't paying attention to the audio mixer. I'm pretty sure Tara reached clipping levels there.
What in the world is this for?
It does nothing.
Does nothing.
Suddenly, we hear Pinkie Pie chewing for some reason.
How are you getting along over there, Applejack?
Just fine.
And how about them celery stalks? Wouldn't a makeover result in different appearances than what you started off with? Applejack, the bearer of the element of honesty, promises not to ruin Twilight's first slumber party. She's also the first to stir up any conflict. Twilight's voice is obviously pitch-corrected here. Forget the story, I would be more terrified of the lamp's sudden disappearance.
Ghost story? Check.
8 o'clock to 8:05. Guests arrive. 8:05 to 8:15. Opening remarks and general discussion.
Hooves, how do they work?
Hello?
Watch out, AJ. Raramina is coming to get you. There just happens to be such an outfit stashed nearby. I guess Twilight has been playing Princess again. Unicorns are OP. Why does Twilight even have so many pillows? Applejack lands with the blanket under her here, but then we see Rarity rip it off the top like so. Twilight's right. You know what they say about time flying when you're having fun. Well, in this case, time seems to have been reversed. Apparently, Twilight's magical lightning rod repels lightning rather than absorbs it. What, did he pull the entire tree through the window? Yo, dog, I heard you like trees. This isn't Rarity's most flattering pose.
You need to stop being so pussy, picking up all those things, and let me move the one thing in here that actually matters. Books.
Why is this trunk sawed off on both sides? Where did those cucumber slices even come from? This episode really depicts Twilight as a naive fool, doesn't it?
Pretty.
A six-legged pony with a purple polka-dotted mane and shooting stars coming out of his eyes?
Shooting stars coming out of his what?
Oh, I'm much more sorry than you are. Or not. Are you?
Ah!
Are you?
I hadn't even seen this episode before and I called it.
It's a really good series.
Yeah. I like how I called it.
I might need to get in touch with this guy.
Fucking love this virus. No, I don't.
Dude, that thing was my favorite virus. Like, I had a computer that got that thing 3 times.
Really?
Actually,
according to it, I've been a child molester since I was 12.
Here's another funny thing. I actually had the same virus pop up on one of my work calls. Just like, yeah, don't pay that anything. You're virused. You're an idiot too.
If anyone has any ideas to make that sentence funny, please rip the audio from this episode and use it in something.
And finally, a little quick addition to our videos before we close up.
Because if I was truly blocked, I don't think I'd be talking to you guys right now.
So now I'm gonna perform the
something so. Alright, here goes.
This guy's a hero. Shut up.
We got that, bro. Mine's 70 pounds. Honestly, the first club brought up for the little super big pound. Men of the girls, you know, never this despair. I'm a kid in the youth, so I'm sorry that we don't have to share. But there's no opportunity in this very combination. This room is not the becoming my brother. No reserve from this long my father have the Saxon vibe, seems I see it. I'm going to live out there through the reality. And then we leave and comes to cider. The dancing with the drinking. My cider is better than drinking. So take this opportunity in this very coming year. This is better than nothing but brothers. Brothers that are not violent. We're not in public. Or the building mother gets what I say. Or my mother blocked the mouse. Yeah. So we're not in public. There is this person there. He wants to make a claim. And the public can do the same. But that's what they are. Something.
I'm seeing it in time in this big new world.
And that's the opportunity. The biggest and the best, the unbelievable, indispensable, and the medieval. The proud, the broad, and surplus, the size crazy 6,000. Oh, we got opportunity in this very community. This is proud, the honest, and the proper living
Here we go.
The fun begins. As the market happens, when there is everyone excited. Yes, sir. Yes, man. It's a very oh shit. It's just too very best. But what do you say, Apple? You're the center of the oh, you see what that one's got? I see it's good.
Yo,
oh, my hero.
I was just asked the question. Is that guy was that guy playing TF2 in a bathroom?
I have no idea. All I know is his quality sucked.
Oh my God.
But now it's time to end the show. The fun has been had, the songs have been sung, the stories have been made, and Writer's Block gave us quite a preview that none of it, that other than archives, you will never see.
Seriously, I want to get... I don't even want to necessarily interview him. I just really want to get Bacon here on this show and, like, congratulate him.
Indeed. But let's go ahead and start wrapping everything up here. We're going to go ahead and go through what's left of our panelists, beginning with the last in, first out, Suke.
Oh, jeez. Maybe I do need to be first out. But, let's see. let's see. Given that I'm caught up on videos on my channel, we're going to probably use this week to record the last few episodes of season 3. Possibly record Equestria Girls this week. Maybe that's probably gonna be next week. Other than that, I got wrestling stream tomorrow night, and I got anime streams have moved from Thursday to Wednesday now. We're currently in the middle of Planet After Story and G Gundam, but let me see. Anything else I need to go over? Probably not. Oh yeah, shouts to all those who deserve it. I don't know who it is, but you guys can figure it out amongst yourselves. I think that's it.
Alright, and let's see, Comet!
Yeah, getting rid of this virus. Yeah, I'm getting a time elapse for how long it's fucking taking. So far, 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Woohoo!
Ah. So did you already do the startup method that I told you?
Yeah.
Told you how to do it. See, I'm awesome!
Yeah, if it was truly my computer was blocked, I don't think I would have been able to stay in the Skype call with you.
If it was blocked for that, no, let me tell you frankly, if it was blocked because of that, it wouldn't be blocked. No, you would have SWAT swarming through your door. And I'm not kidding on that one. I am not kidding. But aside from that vaguely weirdness, Freakmaster!
Sorry, what? I absolutely zoned out.
Final shout out.
Oh. Hell if I know, I don't care. Shout out to people that, I don't know, people that don't deserve it, for once.
Well, if you shout out to people you don't know, maybe they'll become people you do know.
Okay, yeah, fuck that, I don't care.
Oh wow. So, okay, you gotta feel for the guy. He sounds like he's in pain.
Yeah, that last video kind of fucked my ears off. What do you think?
Good.
Yeah, sorry. I tried to turn it down as best I could, but yeah, there was no warning.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you have your own volume controls.
Yeah, turn your own fucking volume down.
Oh, it was. I still heard it clearly.
Yeah, there's no safety on that video. I tried everything to at least make it tolerable for our viewers, but yeah.
Anyway, shoutouts to you, Circuit. You, Cody. Fuck you, D.
Yeah.
Well.
Alright, and let's go ahead and move on to Deal.
Oh, let's see. Thanks everyone for coming out tonight. Make sure to sign up for the newsletter if you haven't. Let's see what else. Just shouts out to everyone who just showed up tonight. Thank you for coming out and making Brony's show as fun as it is. And keep an eye out, or keep in mind some more side characters you'd like us to discuss next time we have a little bit of a slow period. And I'll catch you guys next week.
Alright, let's go on to Blanked.
Well, once again, thanks for coming out, folks. I hope you had fun. Just cheeky shoutout this week. Not too crazy as usual, but hey. Shouts out to Texas Brony, my girlfriend. Hi, honey, love you. And as always, I'll be streaming this week, hopefully, if my net cooperates. Regular. It's a joke here going on here. It's going to be 5 o'clock my time central. And then on Thursdays around 7, we'll be doing video games. 7 or 5 we'll be doing video games. No idea about the order. Dee, do you really want to try to be doing Dead Space 3 first?
Yeah, honestly.
Are you sure? Because you'll be dead after school. You usually take a nap when you're done.
Yeah, but that was... okay, you do these things Wednesday or Thursday?
Game's gonna be Thursday.
Game is Thursday? I get out at 2:45.
Okay.
Oh, it sounds like you'll be good.
Last semester I got out at 6.
Yeah.
I get in school at 12 and get out at 2:45. I used to get in school at 9 and get out at 6.
Wow, it sounds like you got it lightened up a lot this year.
Dude, Monday and Wednesday I'm out by 10:45.
Nice.
In the fucking AM.
No, I hope it was the AM. Monday at 10:45 p.m. I'm gonna have to no, we're losing you again.
And of course, I might as well mention after hours. Yes, this is going happening. After hours will be Friday, 11 Central. Last week I was a little late, couldn't help it. She was fucking around too much on the side.
My stuff, I shit you not.
Oh, calm your fucking tits. Oh wait, you will have tits in the strong. That'll do it for me. If you want any requests, I'll put the links after the show, because fuck the boys.
Alright, finally, D-pad.
Well, thanks to everyone on that team. I have no fucking idea who is next week. I have been shirking those duties incredibly, but I always do it better once I'm in school when I have nothing to do but that. So, we're good. We'll be good.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. That was definitely one of my concerns. I was ready for either case.
It's easier when I do things in school, when I just have, like, I want summer break. I don't like to do any work.
Nobody does.
Know what it's like, you don't have to work because school is work. You don't have to work, and it's like I'm just gonna lazy all summer long. Then school's back, and suddenly we're responsible people once again.
Suddenly, I'm like 5 times as productive during my free time when it's not summer.
Because guess what? Your free time's now limited. You have a focus. I love it.
Ironic how that works. Well, let's go ahead and wrap it all up here. Okay, I'd like to remind you all that we are on every single social network out there. Facebook, Flankbook, Pony Square, Red-Net, and Twitter. All of them, The Brony Show. We are also on YouTube under the user Brony Show. Unfortunately, YouTube archives, most of them are gone because YouTube decided to be an ass. But we're going to work on getting our archives back up. I already got a couple of editors working on our first episodes, and hopefully in the next couple of days we'll start getting them uploaded again. This time they will be YouTube ultimately friendly, so they can't ban us anymore. This stupid chicken. But in any case,
hey, it's some super bullshit. Yes.
But at least on good news, newer episodes have not been affected, so the commentary thing that I've been doing is working. So that will continue to be part and parcel of the episodes. Along which, I'd like to remind you all that we are looking for fan submissions and suggestions. If you want to throw anything down our pipe, if you want to throw anything down our pipe that we should talk about on the show that you think is awesome, little piece of artwork, some awesome animation, some music, anything that is Brony related, just go ahead and let us know either through email, bronyshow@gmail.com, or go ahead and put it on the forum thread that will hopefully be up soon if CMC already has posted it up. Speaking of which, TMC also has a contest going on for going back to school. That is going till near the end of September. If you want to be part of that, there are Steam games for winners, and there may be even more special prizes for winners. I can't comment whether we will or not, just unfortunately due to circumstances beyond my control. But we will be at least give some prizes out to whoever wins, and if you're the only one that enters, you'll be the only one that wins, obviously. So enter anyway.
Figs.
Yep. And let's see. Also, I'd like to remind you all that Crimson's Oatmeal Galore is right after this. So if you're participating in Iron Pony and you want some ridiculous something or other to enjoy for the next few hours until you're pretty much on your own, great way to keep yourself occupied.
It sucks. No, I'm sorry, I coughed. I said it sucks.
And also, we look forward to seeing D-Pad and Crimson being shipped with one another.
God damn it, Circuit.
Yes. And finally, time to give you all your shout-outs. You have all been here. You've all been great. And we got to give you all your appreciation. First off, we would like to thank the stupid people that we have to keep banning because of their stupid bots. Then, we would also like to thank Aquaplane, Blank the Rescue Bot, Blank What Do Rescue Bots Taste Like, Cabroni, See Dark Cabroni, See Dark Wolf, Chomper Fan, Cloud Crasher, Commander Something, Crimson Makes D Blush Crimson, Crimson Wants the D, Crimson the Wolf, Sarcasm, D and D transformed into Crimson, Dang 13, DDR Creature, Diceman 87, D Mains, Firestorm, Fred, Gundead 222, Imperial Blue, Kalazi 5, Cokes, LSKM 14, Microchip 1, Oh Blanked Oil Up My Gaskets, OD Pour Your Salt on My Crimson Coat, Platinum 156, Quartz Runner is back. R37, Ralada, Rescue Bot, Oil Drizzle on Blanked, Sand 4, Sith the Wolf, Sky Striker, Slyplex, Sonic 5421, Spike the Magic Dragon, Sub-Zero TD, D Tsukisama, Tokoi, Vaguely Creepy, Yay Forms, Commander Something Tron Tumbler, Blanked Ship Rescue Bots, D-Pad Ship Crimmy for the win. I honestly missed all of those stupid, ridiculous names that they would come out with in chat. Those were a highlight. Just glad to see him back.
I feel like every single fucking one of you.
I really feel like the show's getting back to its old roots again. I'm loving
with every single rescue bot.
Hey, guess what? If that happens, I'm fucking all dramatic. It's gonna kick all you.
Well, I'll tell you what. Here's something that I'm sure we all wish we could ship to finish us off. Buttons Mom. Another reiteration.
Yeah.
Good night.
Oh yeah, love this song.
Sharing audio.
And that arm.
Okay, I'm killing your share audio.
Damn it. Setup will restart after I restart my computer.
We can play around in your gaming room. Did your mom get back from her cantaloupe trip? Is she there, or is she trying to give me the slip? No, I'm not the little colt that I used to be. I'm all grown up, I must tell you, can't you see? Bobby's mom has got it going on. She's all that I want, and I waited for so long. Button, can't you see? You're just not the call for me. I know it might be wrong, but I'm in love with Button's mom. Button's mom has got it going on. Button's mom has got it going on. Button, do you remember when we gamed all night? Gamed all night. Your mom came in just to turn out the light. Turn out the light. I could tell she liked me from the way she stared. And the way she said, Mr. Mob over there. Wait, what? And I know that you think it's just a fantasy, but since your dad ain't home, your mom could use a guy like me. Button mom has got it going on. She's all that I want, and I've waited for so long. Button, can't you see that she's just the man for me? I know it might be wrong, but I'm in love with Button's mom. Button's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I've waited for so long. Button, can't you see that she's just the man for me? I know it might be wrong, but I'm in love with Button's mom. I'm in love with Button's mom. Wait a minute. Button, can't you see that she's just the man for me? I know it might be wrong, but I'm in love with Button's mom.
Who the hell is it?
I can't think of a single soul.